Hi everyone. Hello everyone. It's Promise Odera Onu again. Um, Today I want to have a little bit of debate, and I hope people can join. So let's discuss this. On my lens, O2, the pride. There's a lot of arguments amongst us. So I want us to have this debate and be able to trash this thing out. Pastor D, good morning from Washington. Wow. Good morning. Good morning. I would like the views of those in America because I don't understand why some people still really believe that Trump is a bad person. I want us to have this debate, especially as Obidients, those that want, something good to happen in Nigeria. Let's understand exactly what is going on. You don't remember me from for uni? Can you come live for a second? Let me see if I can remember you. Because I'm live, I can't. Let me see if I can check you on my other phone. Oh, you're shy. Okay. All my links. O2. I remember this face. Wait. What uni? What uni did you go to? You're a nurse. What uni did you go to? What uni did you know me from? I've sent you a request on my other account. If you can accept. Oh, you are work. You're a nurse. Okay. Tochukwu TK. Tochukwu TK. I'm struggling. What uni is it? Let me know what uni. I sent you a request anyway. If you can accept, then I can see more of your pictures. So, yeah. Sometimes when you do all these social media things, you see that people know you more than you know them. And then some people will say, oh, they see me live, and I don't even remember. UNN. I didn't go to UNN. I didn't go to UNN. I didn't go to UNN. So where do you know me from? I did my first uni in the UK. I did my first uni in the UK. I didn't go to UNN. Right. So back to Trump. Yeah. I don't know why there's a lot of arguments as regards to Trump and Biden. Sorry, Harris. A lot of people think that Trump is the one that is bad for us. Personally, I don't believe that. I believe that Trump, we give the world peace. So I want to know what is your view. What do you think about Trump? What do you think about Harris? Do you think we made a mistake? I believe people are being sentimental, but from a Nigerian perspective, he's the best thing for USA, I guess, because he has policies and guidelines set. Exactly. Some people will say, oh, you are in UK, you don't know what's going on here. That's why you are supporting Trump. So I wanted to have a view, because certainly when Trump was oh, good. Come live, let's see. Vying for the office against Hillary Clinton, he didn't win the majority. He just won the electoral college. But this particular time, he swept the whole thing. Majority, electoral college. So certainly, people voted for him. So if he's not doing well, if people don't like him, they wouldn't have voted for him. So I'm trying to bring you live for Malinze. I'm trying to bring you live. I don't know. This Instagram, it's been a while I Posted live. Come on. Trying to bring you live. See your request. I'm accepting it. Say you are not able to join. Are you the one canceling it, or you can leave the live and come back and comment? Let me just try and bring you up from the comment section. Oh, there you are.
Good morning.
Yeah. Morning, brother. Afternoon from here. We're almost in evening.
Oh, no,
How you doing?
you do. No be order then. I don't want order run then for Enugu.
For where?
Enugu.
Where?
Enugu State, Nigeria.
For Enugu. You know another from Enugu, and it's me.
Another run. I don't know whether not you. I don't know, but me and I go Unite. I do account for Unite.
No, I not doing. But I left Nigeria when I was 18. I went to IMSU this thing for nature, but that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back to the topic.
I
don't show my face because I know some people go kill me when I show my face.
Why they go kill you? They run.
I talk through. I will be Toby.
You they run.
I will be Toby.
You say you be P2B. No, here you are safe. I'm P2B as well.
Okay.
Justy, my man.
We have a lawyer and a nurse.
I greet you.
Justy, I don't know. Sometimes they make us feel like we shouldn't talk on this topic because you are in the UK. So I wanted to get views of people in America.
It doesn't matter now. We are still in the diaspora. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. I mean, it affects us here because Biden going to war with every other country is causing us inflation here. We're all paying and suffering from it. So, what do you think?
God, tell me to come online. I really want to see her face. I've missed her a lot.
Oh, Priya?
Yes.
I wish she can come. She told me something which I don't want to disclose here, but I wish she can come.
She doesn't want to be. She said she doesn't come.
I mean, you saw. I was asking them. They said no. I even want what's his name? Trufro to come. I want Trufro to come. Let's have this debate here. You know, because
I didn't follow the conversation because I've been busy. So I'm just even coming in now. As I stopped, as I parked my car, I saw a series of messages. I looked at them. I was like, "Oh my goodness! I don't even know where to start reading from."
I woke up with so much messages. This afternoon again, they're kicking off. I made them come online. Maybe trash them out once and for all. Because it is easier for me to engage you verbally than all this typing. But let's give our brother here, Amalinze. Amalinze, give us your view on Trump
versus
Yeah.
The lawyer.
Just
yep.
They hail you.
I agree with you, my colleague.
I agree to my brother. How are they?
How UK weather? Any?
Well.
So might just lay a few points. I do not say it, but to me, as I said earlier, Trump is the best thing for America. Because too many Americans have been lazy for too long. Like unemployment income, you just break hand, you just sit up for house, wear POP for hand, you know, on work, you're gonna get $2,000 per check every month.
Really?
They work double. They keep myself.
POP for life, POP for hand.
Us, right? I know person will get accidents. Waiting to have in go get accident, crash himself inside dumpster where they carry dustbin. May get oxycodone for free for 6 months. After the oxycodone and IV line, he discharged himself. Just for that highness. Most of them for this year go sell their house just to buy that street drug and be high. So I go there on couch. They earn $2,000 unemployment check and they keep myself for double. I don't think buy ticket go back to Nigeria. When you do unemployment, you get square check, you get food stamps, you get EBT. Because you can't get EBT cards. You can't get food stamps. But if you get them for back, you go still pay them back. So
how would the Trump presidency stop that?
To me, unemployment, if they go look into unemployment more, because we have, so like now, like Nigeria now, we get ghost workers. People, they pay rope, but they don't do the work. If you okay, like now, host now is married, right? His wife is Nigeria, for example. Now she carry belle. She must not come to the US to give birth for that son to be a US citizen. The host, the immunity don't even cover them for life. That is when they say, I want to come to US to give birth. They go back to visa. No, not custom. You can't say you're going to come and further education or something. You want to come to US to give birth to a citizen. Don't be must. You know what I mean? If you come illegally, you go illegally. You go UK, you work in you go college for there. You went to college in UK and worked in the college will help you sponsor a visa. Don't say they go come, your visa go expire. They blame who? Who you blame? Now yourself. You buy bread for house and the bread expire. Now you blame yourself because you don't shop the bread. So if your work permit expire, it's your fault to like step up the game, look into it. No, it expire. Renew it or something, or look for a way to do it. Or if they come and say you don't marry wife or prenup, that prenup thing is scam. Because if you whine about one year as well about America, or the Ogun. If you especially like tell that mind, no.
Wait. Sorry, you said that too fast. Did you say prenup is a scam?
No, as in if you not plan on with person, if you not plan on well with person like you, she go tell you. Because oh my they don't say I pass iPhone 16.
That one is a different topic on its own, man. Our women are getting wilder and wild every day.
If you want to get married, forget say marry from your roots. If you want to get married, look for a professional way you want. Talk to them, give them the first formatting of your memory card. Tell them what you want. Tell them make she format her memory card once. Because once you go do her hair or listen to her mama or listen to her friends, you're gone. A woman get right. You can do anything and get away with it in her life.
But how does Trump change that as well? I want you to go from the angle of what Trump is bringing to the table.
Marry legally, do everything legally, come into the country legally, wait for your 5 years, 10 years green card to mature and become a citizen. Don't go to the back. All this Jose, Ricardo, Paulo, Amelia, all these Spanish people, they come through the back door. Let them go. Forget that we could lose some jobs though, but Americans have to work for America. You know what I mean? Not Spanish people working for America. Go everywhere now for America. Spanish people full of housekeeping, mulching, road tiring, construction, like Spanish people. Americans don't do it. Come to a nursing home now or a hospital, mostly Africans. Whites are rarely working in healthcare these days. Because why? Like Latinos can't do it. The Americans should have to work in America for America and make America great again. If you're not putting money into this country, he will deport you. You know, Trump is a businessman. If you're not making this country boom and put money into this country, he will deport you. You can't be milking the economy and tell me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. There is an angle that I want to move this debate a little bit, right? You said you're an obedient, and some of our obedients as well. I mean, you can see when me and Joe here was making reference to an argument that was going on in our group. You know, some people believe that you cannot support P2B and be supporting Trump. So, as an obedient, what policy? Where do you think we align with Trump's policies, or do you think, you know, obedient movement is more aligned to Democrats?
To me, as my father always say, if you not work, you not job. Get on that couch, dust off your ass, go get a job and work. You graduate, you're smart, you have a brain. Use your brain to get what you want. Use what you have to get what you want. You can't be relaxing and not any free money now.
Is that what Harris says, that you can pay you if you're not working?
I didn't even vote. That's the worst part. Because I prayed about it and said, Uche Chukwu Geme. So it's not about Democrat or Democrat or Republican. Although I won, they're just different colors of flag and different colors of tie. But all of them are politicians.
So you didn't even vote.
No, what if she entered there and she was worse than him? This is God's plan. God, what thing they do? What if she entered there and she was worse than him? They said, oh, she married a Jewish man, she has no kids, she married a white man. That's all politics. Obasam. But God put the best person for there. We pray for our rulers and pray for those in authority. And pray he does the best. If he doesn't do the best, IEDB. Tinubu do pass Buhari. No, they were surviving. So God's plan, God know what he did and put that guy there.
Are you one of those that believe that anybody that wins election is God's plan?
No, but this time I prayed about it.
So you think it's because of your prayer that he won?
No, I think that because of, to me, I feel that's what America needs at this moment. Americans have been too spot and pampered. They need someone that is strict. Like, if you don't do this way, you
But I want to understand from his policy, what is he going to do that will make it strict? I'm trying to pick out some points from you. Like, what is he going to do? I know that will make it strict.
Like this one now, your followers will increase now. Like immigration. If you're undocumented, go back. If your documents don't mature, come back. You can't be here for 20-something years answering a fake name with illegal documents. Go back to Nigeria, go to USA, go to Watergate in Ikoyi, apply for green card, come the real way, spend your 5-10 years here with your green card.
I don't think those illegal migrants are, and this is what I'm trying to clarify. I said it on another live the other time. I don't think those ones are targeted at us. I mean, those people that are regarded as illegal immigrants are those that share land border with America, which are the Mexicans, Colombia, I think, countries that border America that can walk into America and walk out. Nigeria is not in Europe. Nigeria is not even in America. Nigeria is in Africa. So there's no way you can just walk in here. You know, plane have to bring you over here. So I think our
I
people
know
need to
two.
understand that
I
Trump
know
is not
three
coming for
people
them.
now where they use fake green card and fake passport. One day when they go to J Baltimore, along the hand, but still, airport they use TSA. TSA they use facial recognition. They don't use documents. So if your face no matter 20 days that paper, all the dicey. Your ears supposed to come out 5 by 7 or other equal. They got you. But what I'm saying, the people just cool down. Give the man 1 year. Let him do what he wants to do. Forget deportation and immigration and all these things. He's the president. We should pray for him and let him do the best. You get your own side though. You get your own bad side though. Good. But even if the blue side won, she may have her own bad sides too. We don't know. So there's a reason why this man came back.
So which one do you think Obidients are more aligned to?
Republicans definitely.
Why?
It's a lot. As I said, if you not work, you will not chop. You're
Okay,
hardworking.
thank you.
You're a graduate. Why are you sitting at home?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, in America, in the Western world, you can't be for something to live with your parents. Your parents go down there, nothing more, senior living apartment. You can't be living at home. At 18, they'll kick you out, get a job, work in a car wash, work in McDonald's, pay your first phone bill, buy your first phone, buy your first shirt, shoe, and trouser, go to DSW, be a man, be responsible.
Okay.
But in Nigeria, you
Thank
can
you
be
for your
40 and live with your
submission.
parents. And yeah, in Nigeria, you can be at 40 living with your parents and still be eating free food. Like here, that free food, no free. You can't even get free ice in the US. Free ice, free cup of ice. You can't get it in the US without working. It's not free.
Okay. Thank you for your submission. Please, we still have one more spot. Anybody that is living in America that wants to share their perspective. I and Josie were in the UK, and sometimes they make it look like, oh, why are you guys so worried about Trump? You are not Americans. So today we want to hear from you guys in America, especially if you're obedient. Let's see what you think about Trump. You know, let's see what you think about the ideologies. Which one align as obedience? Josie, come in.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't really understand the reasons why people are canvassing for Kamala Harris as against Trump. Everything that I stand for, morally, religiously, and stuff like that, Kamala's policies are against them, right? Trump, I'm not saying, nobody's saying Trump is a perfect man. He's got his own fair share of baggages, no doubt about that. But then we are left with two choices. You've got to make a decision between the Democrats represented by Kamala Harris and Trump. By all standard, why would I not go for Trump? They said a lot of things about him. Oh, Trump is a narcissist. He's an autocrat. He's a misogynist. He hates women and stuff like that. But the guy was president for 8 years, for 4 years. How did he act as an autocrat? No. As a matter of fact, in the time of Trump, there was peace in the world. There was relative peace in the world.
That is one thing that's the one thing that busts my head. How can you see somebody that was in office for 4 years? Biden Harris was in office for 4 years. We know what we experienced under Trump. We know what we experienced under Biden. And for some reason, somebody that have tested the two will come and tell me. Sometimes this thing, it mess my head up. Oh. Like I said in my opening statement, during Trump-Hilton race, Trump won electoral college but couldn't win the majority. This time, he swept both majority and electoral college for a reason, for a good reason. So these people are now beginning to see, bad as you guys are trying to paint this man, he gave the word peace.
There was no war.
As in, you know, and when there is peace, there is progress. As in, why would anybody be going against somebody that gives the word peace? Please, I'm still happy to bring people on. I can see Bongoli, I can see Kid. If you're in America, I can see Mary J. Anybody that wants to, I mean, we have one more spot.
Let them come up because I really want to hear them. Because
I want to hear why somebody make it make sense. Why would anybody say they prefer, you know, a Harris? I mean, unless I'm forgetful, did Biden come to Nigeria in this last 4 years?
What was please don't
Unless I'm forgetful, did Obama come to Nigeria? These people snubbed us. So how on earth would you? Okay, no, Emeka, I don't want you to come because I know you are a strong Trump supporter. Emeka, please, I want to give room for debate. Unless somebody else wants to go down, I want to bring two sides up. So let's have a debate. So, Kid, you are here.
To be honest, I want those in America, those who are based in America, because I don't really want to say anything about it because all they keep saying is
Unfortunately, Kid is in Canada.
Okay.
We have our nurse here, Omalize, who is in America.
Okay.
But what will happen is, if I see anybody that is in America that wants to come up, I will give up one person and the person will come up. Go on, Kid.
So if it's my location self, or then you should even go out, I will remain here because I'm in Canada.
I don't believe, no.
No,
I don't believe
you
it's
don't
only
have to
people in
react to
America to
that.
talk.
You don't
But
have to
because
react
some
to
people are making it
wait,
look like,
Odera,
oh, you don't live in
they
America,
play.
why are you talking about America?
Odera, they play. That was just play. You're not getting it.
Okay.
Now play. That was just play. Josie, how are you, sir?
I'm all right.
I'm my other brother. So
I do.
to be clear, see, it's always good. I need you to listen to me very carefully because I know see Odera can be very emotional. So Josie, I need you to be very attentive to me.
Yeah.
So the conversation. See, when we're having conversation, let's know what we are trying to deal with. Me, Odera, go and check the things I post. I posted something today now about what Trump said. Trump said that he feels that whoever comes to America and probably does a diploma or a PhD, the person I posted it. You know why I put so that I'm referencing it so that you know how my brain works. I don't say he has to be like this. No.
So what did he?
When I look at
What did he say? I didn't the post. What did he say?
the guy said that he believes that whoever does a diploma, maybe a 2 years diploma or has a PhD, they should have the option of getting a green card and being in America.
Okay.
That is
Black so
that's completely is opposite to what people are saying about Trump. And again, I have to make it clear. Wait now, Jada, you're talking to it's me. I'm talking. Maybe I'm the one. I'm trying to let you know that I speak to things as I see them. I don't have preconceived. If I have preconceived something, maybe I'm against Trump. I will not say that because it will be like I'm countering my own opinion. Just do you get the point I'm making?
I guess he is.
I'm just somebody that I speak to things as I see them. Now, and when Kamala came up, I said it that Trump would beat Kamala free and square. And I've said it many times also that if you go, unless you are somebody of emotion, if you go and check the numbers, job numbers, inflation number, housing number, the capital market, before COVID, in under Trump, they were at all-time high. Go and fact check me. The only thing that came that clogged the wheel of the progress was COVID.
Yeah.
And the mistake that Trump made was that Trump, being Trump, very egoistic. Trump did not want what will come and dent those records. And that's why he was living in denial and saying that there was no COVID and doing all those nonsense. Whereas he should just have admitted there was COVID. You didn't pray COVID, right? COVID was not your making. COVID came from wherever they came from. Just admit it. And because he knew the election was coming, and he needed those numbers to look good before election. Admit there was COVID. Everybody knows how the economy was doing. Draw the line. Pre-COVID, this was what the numbers look like, and that's what we do when you're doing analysis. Draw a line. Put the date there. If you pick up graphs, Josie, this thing. If you see economic graphs, on the graph you can see a graph going up or down. But on the graph, you can say, oh, this is 2020 something. And you can put COVID, so and so, what economic recession. You can put and explain. There's always an explanation for everything. The reason I said that is so that you know that I'm not, that I tackle you and I tackle obedience. The point of compassion is not about policy reforms or anything. No, it's the reason I tackled you was because during the last, just listen to me very carefully, sir. During the last election in Nigeria, when the focus was on the morality of the candidates, listen to me carefully. Morality of the candidate. I said, guys, when I look at politics, I don't look at morality. And I remember I said these things, and people were laughing, even on Peter's life. I said, I don't look at morality when I look at issues, policy leanings. What are the things you are? What are you bringing to the table in terms of this thing? I believe that morality and issue should form how people get qualified, either at party level or whatever we entrench in our constitution. Once you have not done that, and people and things thrown up people, we have to speak to policies only. I said that. And people were saying, oh, no, it's a lie. You are trying to support Tinubu, something. So I said, no. I'm saying, because the more you focus on morality, you lose sight of the core issues as far as politics is concerned. I'm not talking about church. If I'm in church, I'm speaking to morality. But I'm speaking to politics. Is your performance, policy leaning, what are you doing with inflation? What are you doing with housing and all that? But during that time, people carry on for it. Obidients went, they found as far as they were waiting for FBI reports from the America, the morality headquarters of this world to come and upturn our own election. Now, a vast majority of those people are now supporting Trump, which, by the way, I believe is a better candidate than Kamala Harris, because I'm not speaking to morality. If I'm speaking to morality, not Trump. I'm sorry. Even though some people and others, I don't tackle you before. Yes, you're trying to. There's nothing Christianly about Trump. I'm sorry, right? You get so because Christianity is
opinion. Your opinion.
That's what I'm saying now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I know Christianity is not morality. Christianity is being Christ-like, by the way, and it's about it, and the form of Christianity is love for other people. You don't look down on other people and all that, right? Morality, if it is morality, moralists are even better morally than who are Christians, because that is not Christianity. What Christianity is about. I just thought I should mention that, right? So because I know that people will be saying, oh, talking about sexual orientation. And by the way, I'm not downplaying that, because they have to do with my value too. But I'm speaking to politics here. So you cannot now. Another thing I put to, I sent to Odara. I said Trump is contesting, and is contesting. Listen to me. Is not against the law of America. This is not emotion, because there's no way in the law of America. Just you are a barrister, where it says that a convicted felon cannot contest for presidency, and that is the law. Tomorrow, you can decide to amend the law, but as of today, and that's what some of us were saying regarding the election of Nigeria at that time. That as of today, this is what the law says, and some of those things were even alleged, not conviction yet. In the case of Trump is a convicted felon already, but the law does not preclude him from contesting. You see where morality goes to the background in this case now, because it's purely politics, and Americans voted for him overwhelmingly, and that says something. Is that they are saying, okay, we don't care, and it's okay. He's a president. That is who they want. So I'm just saying to you that when it comes to politics, right, you cannot, in one breath, be speaking down on the system. Because if it was Nigeria now, Josie, you know what I'm talking about. You'll be, oh, it can only be Nigeria where a criminal will become president. You'll be seeing all sort of narratives, right? And on the final note, as I close, I also sent something to you. Josie, otherwise you saw it, where they said that they are looking to drop all the charges against Trump because of immunity. Now, if it was Nigeria, I know what the narrative would sound like.
No.
Again, the law.
No, this is where I had my argument with you. Hold on. Okay, no, I'm allowed you to speak. Hold on.
No, I'm landing. Now let me land now, guys.
Okay.
Maybe I was here, I was listening to you. So as I land is that law is the law. Law is what is, not what it should be. At least I know those basic things about law. Legality is what is, not what it should be. Right? That is so. If you think, and that is why in every law there's always a measure of how the law will be amended, because they know that the society is evolved. So as society is evolved, you bring in bills for amendment and all that. So just so thank you.
Okay, Kid, thank you for your submission. You started well, and like you always do, at some point you will now go the other way. But
Yes, now because I didn't say what you wanted to hear, okay?
First point is your opinion. You said some things that I'm going to contradict. You said something along the lines of, I mean, even in our chat, you said, "Oh, Trump is enjoying immunity," and I said to you, just the same way Tinubu is enjoying immunity, Wike is enjoying immunity, other people that are his friends are enjoying immunity. There is immunity of office, not because of Tinubu, not because of Trump. That immunity have existed for that country. Do you understand? For some countries, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. In the UK, we don't care whether you're prime minister. If you falter, you're going to pay a fine. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? There are some countries, like in the Asian country, like China or whatever, they will prosecute you right there and then.
You are not
They will give you
telling me what I did
capital
not know. I'm
punishment.
speaking to the hypocrisy of double standard, of
It's
judging one as
hypocrisy.
good.
No.
There
You
is
see,
hypocrisy, don't lie.
Josie, you heard what he said. I'm going to bring it to you, right?
Yeah.
He told me that
Let
Trump is enjoying immunity.
Josie, I want to hear Josie's
Yes,
opinion because we are not here. Let Josie.
I'm going to put flesh on it for Josie to respond. Josie, he said to me that Trump enjoyed immunity and that I'm hypocrite or whatever he choose to call me. And I said to him, Tinubu is enjoying
I didn't
immunity.
make
The
it. No.
FBI report.
Don't do what they cannot say. I was speaking about the gen. See, when I say some things, I didn't pin it on you. I said generally speaking, obedient. You know what I'm talking about, Odera. In terms of
No,
reaction. Yeah.
say it to the hearing of Josie. Let Josie say what he thinks.
Okay. Let me repeat myself again. I said that it is hypocrisy to judge the same thing done by two different people or two different societies. Same thing done them, but you're doing it differently. That's what I'm saying. That okay,
How? How are they judging it differently?
that politics is politics because it is called politics. It is not morality. Once it is become morality, it becomes subjective. That's what I meant. And I said that the same thing that because the only reason they wanted the election of Nigeria up to that time was because they thought that Tinubu has been convicted some years ago. David Ndoye was waiting for some FBI files to upturn Nigeria's election. I remember now, and I'm now saying that those were a lot of those things were even allegations. I'm not saying that somebody is now convicted now, and that person is now elected president. That's what I'm saying. That is the bedrock of what I'm saying.
Because Supreme Court threw the file away.
Can I step in here?
Yeah, Josie, come in.
There are two different things. In the American Constitution or in the laws, the relevant laws, right? So America's jurisdiction is different from Nigeria's jurisdiction. There are certain things that will make you disqualified to contest for the position of a president in Nigeria that is not applicable to America. They were not trying to overturn the election. They were trying to actually determine whether Tinubu was in the first place qualified to contest. There are two different things. So if there's provision in the law that says if you've done this, you've done that, I'm just saying, right? It's arguable because the people different. I have my own interpretation to it. I did agree. Other I know that there are certain things, certain arguments that we brought to tribunal that I wasn't comfortable with. I have a different legal opinion about. But one thing I'm just trying to say is that there are two different things entirely. They were not trying to overturn Nigeria election. They were trying to question whether he is even qualified to, or whether he falls within whether his actions fall within the provision of the constitution that disqualifies him to contest as a president. I'm talking
about guidelines.
So there are two different things entirely. In Trump's own case, as it is, even for the things he's convicted of, he's not disqualified. But the issue in Nigeria is Tinubu disqualified in the light of Section 13, I think it's Section 131 of the Nigerian Constitution, if my memory serves me right. So there are two different things entirely. Number two, that is not only the issue why Tinubu's election was contested against, right? It was contested because two, the issues of whether there was compliance with the relevant laws, including the Constitution and the Electoral Act and INEC guidance. You all know what happened. That on the day of the election, you know, a lot of things went on. There's no point going back because it's a debate that is just going to be a rabbit hole if we keep going back on that debate. That is settled. The court has agreed with. The court did not even say he won. To be honest, the court simply did not admit the evidence that Labour Party and some other parties brought to court to contest the election, in the sense that they said they didn't follow, they didn't comply with the Electoral Act, because everything has to be that's what we call the front loading system. Everything has to be front loaded, but they did not comply within the time frame. So the court did not even look at the merits of the case. Let's be clear on that. As far as the presidential election is concerned, the court did not look at the merits of the case as to whether Tinubu won the election. It's just that you did not comply with this. So because you didn't comply with this, we are not going to look at the evidence. All the evidence that they brought into court that they were not looked at. So there are two different things entirely. We're not trying to, the Labour Party or the PDP, they were not trying to upturn the election. They were trying to see whether the election met the requirements of the law as it is, right? For whatever reason, the court made a decision, and like I said, and I'm going to say it again, there is nothing wrong with that decision, because the decision, the truth is that we really did not comply. But why did we not comply? So it means that there is need for a change of the law, because it made it so almost impossible. I give you an example of what happened. While Labour Party was trying to get certified copies from INEC, you see what INEC did to them. The lawyers, as a matter of fact, at the point, the lawyers of Obi had to protest in INEC office. Because if you don't get this evidence in time, it becomes increasingly difficult to put your case together, right? You want to get certified result from INEC, right? Whether it's intentional or it is just that they lack the capacity, they were not giving them the relevant evidence. So it's not as if they were trying to subvert democracy. No, it is democracy. That's why they went to court. It wasn't a question of riot. It wasn't riot. They went to court. That is a laid down democratic process. So there are two different things entirely. So number two, as to whether law and morality. So the campaign, I'm saying all of this because of the things you mentioned. The campaign that Obi ran was not, yes, he has that moral standpoint, but it wasn't about morality, because he kept saying it, that the election should be about competence, capacity, remind me the others, competence, capacity,
integrity,
compassion, and so it's not like we ran only on the premise of his
To be clear,
no.
Josie, I didn't speak about Obi. If you pay attention to me, Obi was
No.
Okay,
Trump.
Yeah.
hold on. Let me just let me say something.
No, you allow Josie to go on. To be clear, I didn't speak about Obi. Just pay attention to what I said.
No, there is something I want to make clear. Josie, 1 second. There's something I want to make clear. So, Kid, when you were saying something, like Josie has said, there are two different things, right? I think what Josie is trying to say, to put it straight, is that we had 3 weeks to come up with a case. And in between that, we have to do all the legal remuneration and, finalize before the swearing in. And once somebody is sworn in, they start enjoying that immunity, which is what comes back to what you were saying. Now, in the case of Trump, they did exactly the same thing, because they knew that if they're able to peg some things to him, it might be able to deter him from being the candidate of Republicans. But they won until they got to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court, cleared him, because Republicans won the Supreme Court. So in that case, he was able to run. Now he has run and won. And because he has won, he's now enjoying that immunity. So you have to understand that. So if we are able to change our laws to say, okay, that everything has to, because I think I don't know if the court still went on after Tinubu was declared, which in that case, you're just doing things in futility. So what we need to do is to make our court to allow more time and force INEC to be able to provide evidences. And again, the court turned back and said to us, you didn't provide exact center or exact unit or exact voting unit where this issue happened. And you need to bring that proof and bring that proof. So, and again, they didn't admit some of the people we brought in as core witnesses or people that are experts, and so on and so forth. So at the end of the day, when it comes to what is legal or what is admissible in court and what have you, people throw morality away. And that is why America, Nigeria, which share similar, type of both registration and election process, are the most expensive in the world. American election is about 20-something billion, if not more. Nigerian election, almost more than, or, within that, frame. It's a lot of expense. In the UK here, we've done this debate before. It is not that expensive. We don't have to throw money away during elections. We know how much Harris, generated within how many days. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that keep things very simple, make the law very, very transparent. If anybody has a dent, don't even run in the first place. Now, because the law is not so stringent on these people, even when you have a convicted felon, it can still run. If they don't like it, change the law. That's what I'm trying to say. But at the end of the day, everybody that is allowed immunity will enjoy their immunity. That is what it is until you finish your term.
Odera, and just because I need to step out now. Before I step out, just to be clear, by the way, so that people will know, either ways, it is in interest of Nigeria for us to have the best that we can ever have. Because if you ask for my opinion, I don't think Tinubu is doing a good job right now. He's doing a very poor job, in my opinion. Again, that's my opinion. Bongoli and I disagreed on this. I feel that Tinubu is doing a very shoddy job right now. Just to be clear, so that you know that it's not even about any kind of thing. I just have a problem with when people applaud the system only when it favors them. And Trump has that element too. Trump has been calling the system sham. The same system, just listen to what I'm saying, the same system that, even in spite of the fact that the Bidens of this world were trying to make him not contest, it does not mean that he's innocent. He has other things, but we know that thing has political. Or this is me talking, so you can know that I don't have any premeditated. I'm just speaking to issues. There's a political undertone in what they were doing with Trump. Anybody can pretend all they like, right? It does not mean that Trump does not have more offense. Trump has issues, but we all know that the reason is a thing is because the guy was trying to contest again, right? Now, that said, but you have a system that is very robust to the point that you are allowed to contest. You won against Hillary Clinton, the candidate of the establishment, a senator, a former first lady, and all that. Just like listen to what I'm saying. And you were declared a winner. Now the point that you lost, you were calling the system all sort of names, right? So it's one of the issues, it's one of the hypocrisies that I speak that gets on my skin. And so when I'm speaking, I'm not speaking about Obi himself. I'm just speaking about things around Obi, including what's his name? What's this guy's name? The running mate of Obi, that Baba Ahmed, that went to national TV and was saying that somebody should not be sworn in. I was getting all emotional. Meanwhile, he was first elected into the Senate. He was also elected in the Senate, and even though his own election was upturned eventually, and he was sworn in. So my point is, tell me when you want to applaud the system. The system is a system. It has stood the test of time for many years. There's a reason for that. That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kid, for that submission. But also, I want to also let you know, I don't know if you will hear this as you've left, but also let you know, oh yeah, Amalinda, thank you. I will even prefer what Trump is doing to what they did to Trump, which was attacking him, assaulting him how many times? It's not 3 times that they tried to, his life, to a point that bullets got his ear. So you can imagine, these things are political. And again, when they say, oh, there is no morality, and again, I think kids made that statement that Christianity is not about morality. No, it is. Christianity is about morals. It's about morality. And if you say you're a Christian and you're supporting people that bring policy that is anti-Christianity, and you say, oh, it's self-righteousness or this one or that one, this is why I have a problem with some Nigerians, how they speak. It's morality that makes Africa not to support some kind of thing. So in as much as some countries are pushing it, some countries are saying, no, we don't accept it. And we need to, accept that, okay, if we are calling ourselves a religious country, these are the things we have to step away from. So for me, there is a place for morality in politics. There is a place for morality, you know. Yeah, if it's not what he said, then that's fine. Then I understand when it comes to legality, whatever is written before is what's applied. But we know that most people's constitution or most countries' constitution are also based on the holy books. You know, if it's an Islamic country, it will be based on Islam or Quran. If it's a Christian country, it will be based largely on the Bible. And what Trump is doing is to bring back that statue of America to be a Christian country. In the UK, we don't even know whether we're a Christian country anymore, you know, except when they did the coronation or the, what do you call it? The, coronation of the king. That's when we know, okay, these guys are still even practicing Christianity. So if you want to be a secular nation like Nigeria, it is okay, be a secular nation. But if you want to be a religious nation, then whatever you are doing will largely be based on a book. If Nigeria go ahead to accept Sharia law, what is Sharia law? Sharia law simply means laws stemming from a particular religion. So that's what it is. There's supposed to be some level of morality to this. And that said, you know, let's understand Trump. For me, I really think if you remove COVID, Trump was a fantastic guy. We all enjoyed, you know, he might not be your typical politician. He might not be your eloquent, lie to the teeth with straight face kind of guy, because we all thought Obama looked like us. Obama is our guy. But Obama did the worst for Africa, snubbed Nigeria. I mean, I don't think Biden did anything. In fact, they brought out recently what I call a survey or analysis to say that under Trump, America gave Nigeria more money than under Biden. So why do people always like to make Trump look like a bad person? You know, America here is a pro-Trump supporter, a very strong Trump supporter. So if you know you support Harris or you support the Democrats, we have one spot for you. You can come live and we can debate this out. Emeka, you have the floor.
My brother, how you doing?
Fine, bro.
You know, say these guys don't understand what is going on in the world and what Trump is trying to do. But as someone who has been paying attention to politics and to the things that has been happening around the world, I understand fully. I'm not a Christian. As a matter of fact, Nigeria made me hate Christianity, right? I'm not a Christian, right? But I support the Christian party in America because I believe ever since Christianity has left the Western society, everything has crumbled, right? Ever since Christianity left the Western society, check the countries in the West that are less religious. You see, they are going through a lot. All these, they are transgender issues, right? They are going to all these, immigration. You are in UK, right?
Yes.
Recently in UK, as you can see, the Muslims are taking over. Right?
They are.
Right?
They are.
In the last 4 years, children born in UK, the most name of children born in UK is Mohammed. In the last 4 years in UK, majority of children born in UK, the most famous name is Mohammed. Muslims are taking over. And this is what Donald Trump is fighting. He wants to bring Christianity back because that Christianity is the only thing that is going to put that society together. I see some people here are saying that Donald Trump, that he used to call people names. What kind of Christian is he? Really? Is he your pastor? Is he your reverend father? He's just a normal human being like you, and you're judging him based on the fact that he calls people names. If you read the Bible, so many people in the Bible did horrible things, yet they are God's favorites. I can give you a name: David, Moses, Abraham. They did horrible things. They killed people. They went to war, yet they are God's favorites. You understand? So there is no way. And another thing, you know my stance about women. There is no fucking way. There is no
language.
There is no way. There is no way. There is no way a woman will be the leader of America, the world power. The world power. They take America and hand over to a childless woman, not even a normal woman that is married.
Can you be extreme?
They took the country and gave to a childless woman. Which man raised well? Which man raised well that will support America to be handed over to a woman? You understand? So Donald Trump, he's going to do the job. I'm not a Christian. In fact, as a matter of fact, because of Donald Trump, I'm starting to like Christianity again.
Okay, can I say something? First,
Yeah, come on.
I beg to disagree with you a little bit. I wouldn't judge somebody as to whether they have children or they have children or that. Not that. I'm going to judge by their policies and their views on issues. Because you can have somebody who is a man who has children but has wrong views or wrong
Like
policies. You can have a
Nigerian presidents.
yeah, you can have a woman who is probably has got no child and is a woman but has very, very great policies. We've seen that even from biblical times till now. We saw there's this judge called, is it Deborah in the Bible? Is it Deborah or something like that? That was a judge in Israel for a long time. So biblically, it's shown that women have been great leaders in the past, and we've had great female leaders in the past also in the world. But so my issue with Kamala Harris and Trump. So people judge Trump based on, oh, Trump says this or it's this, that, does that. No, look at his policies. It is not what he says in passing that matters. It is his policies. And look at his policies for 4 years. Look at what he's campaigning on. Now, listen. To be honest, I'll say this without trying not to be disrespectful. I'll be surprised for any biological woman to support Kamala and the left extremists. Why? I'll tell you why I said that. That is because these people are pushing agendas whereby in female sports, transgender women, I mean people who were men that trans to women, can compete with biological women, right? In female sports. Look at is that not disadvantage to you as a woman? Number two.
But let me ask you a question. Who do you think we are making these rules?
Sorry?
What you just explained now, which group of people do you think that are the ones advocating for these rules you mentioned? This transgender something.
Extreme leftists, of course.
Eh?
Extreme left or far left, as the case may be.
Consist of who?
Democrats, Kamala and a group.
Which people they make the rule for the left? Women. Call them. Say it after me. Women.
No. Listen.
Josie, let me give you a heads up so you know Emeka very well. Emeka doesn't. So Emeka is more patriarchal. How do you say that in English? So
it's not a question of patriarchy. Let's get this.
Yeah, it's a bit patriarchy. Now, the point is, I prefer women in politics, personally speaking, because most of our men, because they want to go and sleep with women, there are so many hotels that they have rooms in Abuja and Lagos. They pay these our girls millions, buy them Gucci bags and everything. A married woman, at least, we save money on spending on romantic nonsense, right? That is like my own stand.
Like Diziani.
Hi, this guy. Okay.
See, my brother.
Diziani is one. Diziani is one, but how many men?
Because there are not too many of them. The only one where they put, we see what she do. See, my brother. Let's stop. I understand the brainwashing.
There are women that have run countries like Germany. There are women that are good.
They are fed. Germany, Muslims has ever since. See, I live in Europe and I've been living in different countries. Ever since women has taken over Sweden, Germany, France, Netherlands, ever since they put UK, ever since they look at what is happening to those places. I'm not saying this because of like anything. I'm saying reality. Let us call it what it is. Anyone that says that women makes a good leader, there is no time in history. There's a forget you call Deborah. She was what? Like, hello, we are talking about the Bible. Christianity is about patriarchy. We don't have female leader. There was no female leader in the Bible. They don't tolerate that.
But Trump has made a woman his chief of staff. That's a very important, the first in history.
Yes, as a chief of yes.
Peter Obi made a woman his chief of staff.
Okay. I don't have any problem with that. I'm talking about a leadership position, like to be the president, to lead the country. That is where I have my problem. Yes, there are some solid women. There are some solid women, and they are mostly married. There are some solid women that have family value. Those are the people you give positions to. Trump gave a woman. If you watch the woman he gave the position, you know that like the woman is a solid woman. She's a married woman with children, with grandchildren. So with family value, okay, she can do that. But you can't pick. You can't tell me that like you can't pick someone. Tell me that it does not matter if they have children or not. Like, what do you think that? Don't you know that any woman that did not have children at Kamala's age, she had a very terrible past. She had
by choice. Is it by choice? Is it by choice that she doesn't want to have?
I don't.
No. It's not by choice.
100%.
Wrong decision. But it's because of bad decisions. Bad decisions.
Listen. Bros, listen to me. People growing up, they did a lot of stuff. The Trump we're talking about did not marry as a virgin. Let's even assume that that is the yardstick.
He's a successful man. Successful men have a lot of women. So you can't just... Trump had a lot of women. That is an evidence of success for a man.
This is my last comment on this. But what I'm going to say is this. It's God nothing to do whether it's a man or a woman. You can have a man, the man may be incompetent. You can have a woman, the woman may be incompetent. You can have a man, the man is competent. You can have a woman that is competent. You can have a man with terrible moral and evil agenda. You can have a woman with terrible moral and evil agenda. Do you get my point? So it's not a question of sex.
You're talking like
man or woman.
Bros, you're talking as if this is a 50-50 game. You can have a man that is this. You can have it's not a 50-50 game. If you're talking about competence, you know it's just 1 in 100. If you're talking about competence and you bring 100 people in terms of competence, you might find only one woman among them. Let us be honest. Let's stop all this. This is
Emeka, this is what I will say to you. We are all raised by women. All of us.
We are all nurtured by women. We are all nurtured by women.
We are all raised by women. I lost my dad when I was 13.
I wasn't raised by women.
Hold on. I lost my dad when I was 13. My mom did all the work. Let me tell you something, right? Even in schools, in primary schools, there are more female teachers than male. Yes or no?
And how is education doing in America? And I'm talking about
all over the world, not just America.
Exactly. We are saying the same thing. I'm giving you an instance with America. Okay, let's use Nigeria. Ever since universities and schools has been flooded with women, how is Nigeria educational system doing?
We are good. All of us are transporting doctors all over the world and every other place.
1 minute. I'm going to answer your question by asking you a question.
Yeah.
So you've referred to the educational system. Leave the educational system now. Since Nigeria became independent, Nigeria has been run by men 100%. How have we fared? Because if it's a question of, competence is about the sex. So how have we fared as a country? Because we've had Nigeria run by men 100%.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. But if you look at the society, wait, hold on. I understand what you mean. Some countries succeed, some countries fail. If you look at everything in the society as a whole, the countries that are doing well, there is no country that is doing well today that was established by a group of women or women. It's all men. It's all the hard worker. Every country you see that is doing well na men nine run and na men nine build and na
Okay,
men
so
nine
the
do
one that is
everything.
not doing well
So,
now, just give an example of one that is not doing well that has been run
yeah,
100%
it
by
does not
men.
mean yes. It does not mean that it does not mean that every country will be successful. I know some men. I'm not telling you that every man. I'm not telling you that every man is a genius. Most men are also stupid. I'm not saying
Okay,
that
most
men
men
are
are
this, men are this.
stupid. So why do you think you can't then have women that are geniuses or who are confident to run to lead?
Okay, name one female genius you know off head. Go.
If I name them, you won't know them, so
No,
there's
no,
no point.
no. Why?
There's,
Wait, hold on, wait,
the woman
please,
that wrote
please,
the code,
please,
the woman that wrote the
please,
code
hold
that
on.
they used to travel to Mars.
there's
Please,
no
hold on.
There's no point.
He said,
I'm not. You're not going to get anything from me.
no,
But I'm just
hold on. You said something. You said if you name them, I will not know her.
yes.
Which means she's not famous.
If you must be famous,
Yes,
you must
it's a propaganda. Name me. So we have like close to 4 billion women in the world. You cannot name me off head a female genius, and we are talking about competence.
bros. Let me say this. This is my opinion. Strictly my opinion. In the family structure, right? By our African tradition and by my religious inclination, the family structure, when it comes to that family structure, the man is the head of the house. No doubt about it. The man is the head of the house. But if you work, for instance, in the secular, right, and your boss is a female, obviously you're under her. There are so many women that are captains of industry that are doing extremely well.
Because men come off for
I'll give you example. Let's even go back to
men
Nigeria.
put them there. Men
Bros,
step down and put them there. Not as if like they
no,
direct.
hold on now, hold on. Okay, let me ask you a question. I give you an example. There are few people who have been ministers in Nigeria that have performed excellently well that are women, right? We had this serious issue with NAFDAC in Nigeria. Dora Queenly became the NAFDAC director. I've forgotten what the nomenclature.
NAFDAC chairman, whatever. Yeah.
Well, so we've had DG, thank you, Director General. She did extremely well. We've had people like, in short, just like all of them, Ebola. What I'm trying to say is that let's get this thing correctly. When it comes to the family structure, it is not debatable by our African standards and by my religious inclination. The man is the head of the house. That's not debatable. But when it comes to leadership out there, like there are some men who work and their bosses are female. And
Exactly. All my bosses are, well, not all my, but most of my bosses are female.
Please, I want to ask a question. Those work that you said that the bosses are female, what kind of job are they?
sorry?
Health sector.
Health sector.
No, different kind
Government work.
Jobs,
Government.
jobs every Tom, Dick, and Harry can do.
sorry?
Jobs every Tom, Dick, and Harry can do.
Do you know in the spy agency that women are more?
In the what?
In spy agencies, women are more.
Because in the spy agencies, the easiest way to get information is with your pussy.
I didn't see, John. If I ask you a question, you give me an answer. Don't give me details.
Bro, let me tell you something.
No, I asked you a simple yes and no question.
And I answered you a simple yes and no answer.
No, you don't. No, don't use that. Just answer me straight. Do you know? You said you trivialize the health sector, right?
Bro,
I said any talk Tom and Dick and Harry can do, and then I said even in the most difficult jobs, women do and flourish. In fact, women have ability. Women scientifically have ability to multitask.
The spy part
John.
that they use women. Emeka, give me the floor, please. The spy part that they use women is not the most difficult part. It's the most vulnerable part. If you're sending a spy
to get information, you think it's easy?
Let me land now. Oga, let me land. If you're sending a spy into Hamas, you're not gonna send a woman. You're not sending a woman. If you're sending a spy into Iran. You're not sending a woman. No, you can't. The reason why they send the reason why you think those women are there is because they have the people they want to get those information from are vulnerable, which are men. The reason why women are more in the spy industry is because men control more positions of authority. Men control more positions of authority.
So John, let me ask you one simple question. Do you believe in the brain power of women, not just their body physique? Do you believe that? I don't know where you went to school, but where I went to school, a woman used to come overall first. When I went to lesson, a woman used to come overall this thing. In fact, if you check INEC, not INEC, if you check WAEC, NECO, women always, and even Shehu said it the other day, that when he was in school, he struggled with females to come at tops.
Do you know
Let me
why?
And if you guys should tell yourself
Let me
truth,
tell you.
you will know that women are always brilliant.
It's a big lie. It's a big lie.
John,
If you check, excuse me, I beg, Emeka beg, no vex. Emeka, no vex. I come for these guys. If you check overall performance of every examination in the world, men perform better. When a woman is brilliant, she's exceptionally brilliant, yes. But if you take a general statistic, you cannot compare it. Stop it. It's not possible. Why do you think their cutoff is lower than ours? If you want to write,
Which cutoff is lower than them? Have you ever seen the cutoff made for women differently?
Oga, in every organization in the world have a cutoff for men and for women.
Jesse, can you collaborate this or?
You cannot collaborate. Maybe you've not been in a position.
I want to please. I want to contribute something about this because I was hearing like that that women, they used to do better in school. One thing you must understand is that school is not a place to acquire intelligence. School is more like something. If teacher teach you, you go memorize them, can't remember them for exam, can't write. That is also why. Yeah, you can squeeze your face. We can check. Take a look around you. Like we are having like new inventions like almost every year. None of them is made by women. It's men's idea that are giving us life.
Told you this thing you are saying.
What, like electricity?
Mark Zuckerberg is running Facebook with his wife.
Oga, keep quiet.
My wife. Nobody say in the runner. He don't get Facebook on the date target.
He just give his wife shares.
He just fucking a guy that his wife is just fucking a guy that owns Facebook. That is the thing.
Shares.
See, my brother, let us be honest. I understand.
Chimamanda, all these top women. Kemi by the notion that just became conservative leader.
No, see.
What's the women?
See, my brother, that in a government position you they talk. We are men that step down, they push women. See, you are talking about UK, you're talking about Chimamanda. Chimamanda is one of the dumbest person I know. She's only famous in UK because wait, I'll tell you. I will explain to you. Wait, hold on. I will explain. She's only famous in UK because she went and played the victim card and became feminist. And if you became a feminist, they go position camera, put you for face. She started talking about how men carry their oppressed women for Nigeria. She went famous for that purpose. And she's not the only one that got BC Alimi. You see, BC Alimi is the same thing with Chimamanda. He went to UK and he played the victim. BC Alimi face was on BBC.
I am not talking about that guy. No, I'm talking about women.
Yes, I'm telling you how Chimamanda blew. She blew up playing the victim, telling them that Nigeria is.
Nobody gave her award based on that. Nobody gave her award based on feminism. She wrote books. She has works.
Because
of studied in universities. What are you talking about?
Yes, now she's in the West. Okay.
Excuse me. Which book did she write?
I want to ask him something.
Wait. Which book? Please. Which book did she write?
Amanda's novels.
Odera, name 2 of Chimamanda's novels.
Just to help me here because I'm not a literature expert.
No.
But I know Chimamanda wrote Half a Yellow Sun. Wrote Americana.
She didn't write Half of a Yellow Sun, did she?
I think, in my opinion, I think we are derailing the conversation because
We are not. We are not. We are
John,
not.
John,
We are not.
John, calm
We are
down
not. We
first.
are not.
I kept quiet all this while now.
We are not
Let me
derailing
talk.
in any
One minute.
conversation. People have a
Wait,
way of calling
wait,
names that have not
John,
contributed anything in the society.
John,
If
John,
I ask
John,
you
Hey,
what book did China Achebe
John,
write now,
John,
you will contend.
no,
You
John.
will contend.
I've already called two for you that Chimamanda wrote. You are arguing
Okay,
it.
wait. Let me say this. Can I say something, please? Because I try not to talk when someone else is talking, because when two people are talking, then nobody's talking. Basically, listen. Women, by their natural position, are disadvantaged in the sense that when you grow up, even in our society, we tend to pay more attention to the male child, compared to the women.
For
And
where?
again, no, hold on. Now,
I
let me
beg.
finish.
I beg. Ask
For
another
where?
Wait
question. I
first.
beg.
Wait first. Now, let me finish talking, please. You were going to respond. Then you discover that a lot of times when two people, me and my contemporaries, I've had people who went to school together. As soon as women get married, they start having children. You discover that their job specification kind of tilts towards the children. Why the man does not usually have a break in career with the coming of children. So we should understand that. So when we're saying things, we should say things in the context. But let me go back to the reason why we're having this conversation was the what Emeka, right? Emeka
Yeah.
made a statement. He said, I don't support Kamala Harris. My candidate has been Trump all the while. But he made a statement. He said, why will you support a woman that does not have, if somebody who is a woman, he said, listen to me, why would you support somebody who is a woman and a woman who does not have children? I was like, but that is not the basis, because I want to know where this conversation is coming from. That is not the basis for determining who a good leader is. It's not because the person is a woman and the person does not have children. Even though I have problem with Kamala and her policies, right, and her general outlook, it's not because Kamala is a woman and because she doesn't have children.
Exactly.
We've had
Can I answer? Can I say something about that?
That's fine.
First and foremost, we are talking about the Oval Office,
Yes.
the office of the President of the United States of
Yes.
America, the office that the Commander in Chief of the strongest Air Force, Naval Force, and Ground Force in the world. And you want
Emeka,
a
Emeka,
woman to sit down and give orders to the generals in the Pentagon that some of them have, each of them have at least 2 Purple Hearts, 1 Congressional Medal of Honor. You want them to receive those orders from the women.
So what is wrong with a woman who has
the Oval Office is not for a woman.
Okay. Your opinion,
The
though?
Oval Office is not for a woman, honestly.
Not because I support her, but that's your.
America says so too.
America said it in their elections.
And another thing, okay, I want to tell you people something. We are talking about this female CEO. My boss,
If this slap us, you go launch, you go.
Do you know? Are you aware that?
John,
Wait.
do you know a woman called Golda Meir?
I don't know any woman called Golda Meir.
She
You know the man
is the
Albert Einstein.
she's the most respected Israeli prime minister.
Oh, she's more respected than Benjamin Netanyahu.
No, now these are before Netanyahu. These are when Israel was fighting serious war on all fronts.
No, you cannot say when Israel was fighting serious war.
All right.
This is the greatest war period for Israel.
So you are talking about a woman commanding all the forces. This woman was simultaneously running like even America was coming to talk her out of it. And
So,
brother,
John, let me.
woman make decision, even though under pressure a woman can make the. I'm telling you that even in star agencies that most women are running it.
I want to ask you a question. Can you have a woman, a female president, a female vice, a female chief of defense staff? That country will collapse.
Okay.
And can I ask him something? One
woman
question.
That you see in position of authority, has a man who's helping her.
John, you get waiting you talk. John, you get waiting you talk.
So,
You say a woman cannot sit at the Oval Office. Listen, all of us know that Trump survived an assassin attempt. Abi, can we agree?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if he's a woman.
Let me also remind you that in this country, UK,
if it's a woman,
Elizabeth I went to war with, you know how many countries that wanted to eliminate UK? She controlled the Royal Air Force, Royal Navy, Royal Marine, Royal everything. And still won.
That's a lie. That's a lie. She did not control any Royal Air Force. She was just a first flight. What do they call them even?
Queen.
That the rank you get as soon as you enter the Air Force. She wasn't controlling anything. She was not controlling anything.
I'm telling you that she was the queen. She's the queen. First Elizabeth the First.
That was before.
John, let me speak to something you said. You said something that a woman cannot be the president of America and cannot be in the Oval Office, and that Americans rejected a woman or something like that. I'm paraphrasing now. But if you look at the first election that Trump had against
Hillary
Clinton, right? If not for Electoral College, more Americans actually voted for Hillary than Trump. Because Hillary won the popular vote. It was because of Electoral College, and you know that.
Yes, but Hillary.
So
Hillary, people voted. If people voted Hillary Clinton because of one, her husband and Obama, and that we all know that election was grossly rigged in favor of Hillary Clinton,
and we all know that
grossly rigged in favor of
Hillary Clinton. We all know.
See, let's come back to topic. Okay, guys, let's leave this gender war. Let's come back to topic. Trump versus Harris. Which one aligns more with the Obidient movement in terms of policy?
In terms, first and foremost, Nigeria is a sovereign state that needs not to align with anybody's policies, rather than the policies that affect the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In terms of policy, President Donald Trump, the 47th president of the United States of America, has not just policies. His command of his aura commands world peace. As soon as he won the elections, we've seen Hamas calling for peace because they know it's no longer going to be business as usual.
A man
we've seen
step in now,
calling for peace because they know it's no longer.
So Biden was a woman. Obama was a woman.
Biden.
Democratic Party. This was I still they talking. Democratic Party now women party. Wait till they talk God. Me and you know say okay wait.
Me and you agree on Trump, but this woman thing that you are trying to generalize
because
guy, people's brain does not have sex.
Wait, hold on.
There are people that don't use their. There are people that don't use their down below. There are people that are sisters and nuns, and there are people that are priests. There are people that are seminarians. There are people. Even Paul said you should not marry. So people judge people by the content of their brain. I've told you, women are as intelligent. Women are not disadvantaged mentally.
Who told you? Is that what I said? I just said he's a
you said Democrat. I told you that Obama is a man. I told you that Biden is a man.
Odera, you're in the medical field.
Yeah.
You are in the medical field. You shouldn't be saying that. If you check the skull of a man and the skull of a woman, there's a unique difference.
Which is?
The size.
The size. Okay.
Yes.
Research.
No, I agree. Let's go.
You cannot.
The size does not affect the quality.
It does.
If you that have read that research, I've read it. They also mentioned that what it is just the size. That your head is big like this does not mean that somebody's own is more. You are more intelligent. You just have big head.
Bros, I'm getting somewhere. That size signifies an intelligent quotient. That is why women are considered a less
Na lie, John. John, na lie.
bro, let me land now. Let me land.
Big
Women are
head does not mean
bro,
intelligent
let me
quotient.
land now. Let me land. Women are considered a more underprivileged gender.
Na lie.
Sir, please, I'm coming. Please let me land.
Not true,
Let me
not
land.
true.
Let
We
me land.
can.
In terms of physical strength, mental quotient, and everything else in the world.
Women are more emotional intelligent than us.
Let me
Women
make
have
my,
capacity
let me
of
make my submissions.
multitasking.
I'm making my submissions. Emotional intelligence is not intelligence. Intelligence is logical intelligence.
If you don't have emotional intelligence, you will be disguised. You
You're
will be
not
called
intelligent.
autism.
Please,
If you don't have
not,
emotional
it's a
intelligence,
lie.
please
It's a lie.
define
It's a
emotional
lie.
intelligence. John, I beg. John, hold on.
Emotional
I beg.
intelligence
John,
is
emotional
John.
intelligence, women are caring by nature.
Yeah,
Emotional
describe am.
intelligence, you know how to show care, you know how to sympathize, you know how to handle things emotionally better. That's why they make better managers.
That is
Men that are managers, if you come and tell them that you are sick, they will say, my friend, go to work. They don't know how to talk, they don't know how to be intelligent about anything. That's
let
why
me
men are
correct
always
you.
fighting war. Have you seen a war fought by women that are prime ministers?
Wait.
Women are always very careful with choice of word, how they talk, how they everything. Women is power drunk, ego, this one, pride. See, let's not be doing this thing we are doing.
Correct you. I'll
Adara.
correct you, please. John, wait. John, I beg. Make I correct him about emotional intelligence. You lied. Emotional intelligence is someone who can control and put things in order under the pressure of a threat or emotional threat. Somebody that somebody that can control his emotion in situations. That is emotional intelligence. To control,
Which is why I said to you, they are the ones that act better in security agencies. They are the ones that are the leadership because they know how to absorb things. Once the weekend for under a man or if a woman plan for you, if a woman should plan for you.
I understand. Okay, wait, I beg. Wait. You say women have better emotional intelligence than men.
Yes.
Okay. If you dey for plane and the plane can't get problem and the plane get problem and there is a male and a female pilot, who would you trust the most in that situation?
Women.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Let me tell you, women. I don't know whether you guys have seen women in action. Have you seen women in action?
Okay. I want to ask you one more emotional. One more. I won't say anything. One more. Between men and women, which people are more likely to control their emotion when they see a rat?
I was thinking you are going to ask me a sensible question. Which one is rat?
Wait. Hold on. Wait. It's emotion. Because if you see a rat,
a rat has to do with phobia. It has to do with fear.
Please.
Phobia has to do with your emotion.
Please. If there is a rat,
John,
it's an emotional reaction. Please,
John, don't be petty. We know what is. We know what is being scared of spiders. A woman can see spider and freak out. But me, I can see a dog and freak out.
And
that is emotional reaction.
And you tell me they make better spies. So
that is emotional reaction.
Because you cannot catch them. A woman can be doing the same thing a man is doing. You catch a man, you won't catch a woman.
Oga, if men are the enemy territory, like say we enter one office to go steal sensitive information. Sensitive information. And maybe it's the KGB office we enter. We hide on that table because KGB guys are
come on, then now women get upper hand. That place where you go now, women.
Let me finish.
Forget that place where you go now, women.
Now let me finish. I'm not
topic. I think
let me finish. So me and I'm there under the table. The KGB guys don't enter with their Kalashnikov, well strapped. 9 rats come pass on top of it.
Rat again.
That is the end of my life and ours.
And you tell me they make better spice. Are you right?
Rat.
Can I tell you something?
Okay, well, now win this one with rats.
Can
That's
I tell you
fine.
something?
But you know, there's no rats in Russia. Anyway, I will give it to you. You won with rats. Just it up.
See, that I won't stand here and debate it. Women are more emotional than men. There's no two ways about it, right? Women, generally speaking, they are emotional being. They are a lot more emotional than men. That doesn't
Joti, you are mistaken crying.
no. It's not crying.
You guys are taking. Do you know that women can be nurses and be attending to 5 people and be? Have you been a nurse
I'm not
before? Do you know why
saying
they are measuring in nurse
I'm not
in
saying women
teaching?
cannot
Can you
multitask.
control 5 children once, Josie?
No,
Can you control children in school? If a man leave 3 children for you, you will go. You will throw one out of the window.
I want
but
to ask
Women
you another question.
women have some strength that we don't have the strength, and there are things we have strength on that women don't have the
I'm not
strength.
saying that. I am saying generally
Crying is not just
women
emotion. There is other things.
women are more emotional than men. However, in terms of multitasking, I know that women multitask a lot because myself, I struggle sometimes when I want to do something, I want to concentrate. And you see, a woman can cook, watch a movie, and gist with you and talk with somebody at the same time, and she will tell you everything or her. Me, I struggle with it. I'm sure a lot of men struggle with that. But that aside, we're talking about in
Because
terms
they
of
are
leadership.
jack of all trades, master of none.
Sorry?
Because they are jack of all trades, master of
No,
none.
that's not what I'm saying. But let's go back to the topic because if we keep going that this rabbit hole will not come out of it. Back to what we were saying before about Trump and Kamala and the far
The
left.
value. Yeah, the
So,
value.
yes. So like I said before, I said I'm even surprised for any woman that supports Kamala and her agenda, any biological woman, because these people they want trans women to compete with with biological women in female sports. That puts you as a biological woman in a disadvantageous position. Number two, people are talking about Trump is against their policy on what do you call it on immigration. Of course, that is his duty. He's not saying he's going to send out all foreigners. He's talking about people who come into the United States illegally. They're two different things. Of course, that's his duty as the commander in chief and the president. He's got to protect the borders of the United States of America. Even in Nigeria, if there was a time we had in Nigeria, we had this Ghana must go thing. There was crisis in Ghana. We had a lot of influx of Ghanaians into Nigeria, and Nigeria started shouting Ghana must go, stuff like that. What I'm trying to say is this: if he has to protect the territorial integrity of his country, that is true. Number three, what is happening with these things they are teaching our kids now? They're practically destroying children. This gender fluidity and stuff like that.
Where do you now stand?
No, okay, maybe that's how you
No,
came in.
John. All of us here support Trump. All of us support Trump.
It was just the comment he made. He made a comment that why would you support somebody who is a woman and a woman who does not have children? I said that is not the basis for support. That is where that discussion about women went. That's how the discussion came in. That is not the basis. I said it's their inclination, their policies and stuff like that. It's not about whether the person is a woman. Let me tell you something. One of the toughest leaders we've had in the UK in recent time is Theresa May. She was
A woman.
And she
Theresa May.
resigned.
I'm a full member
John,
of.
John, Theresa
Out
May where
of.
Trump see. Trump no green shake up.
No, leave whether Trump
Finish.
shake her or not.
Now that woman destroy UK. That woman destroy UK immigration.
No, hold
That
on.
woman destroy UK immigration. What are you saying?
Wait, listen to me. Just
You
listen to
can,
me.
Emeka, you cannot
I
support
said one
Trump
of the
and not like Theresa May because
one of
what Trump is doing for Americans is what Theresa May did for UK.
See, personally, I'm not a fan of Theresa May. By the way, I am a member of the conservative, right? Even when she left office, I was so happy because our policies were so stringent. I'm just saying I said one of the toughest. I didn't say the best. They're two different things. Just to tell you,
Because
woman
if you
can be
give
very, very tough.
woman power, she yeah. These people never know.
No, so again, it's not about whether it's a female or not a female. It's not, because you can, for instance, now you just call Biden a woman, right? You call Biden, meanwhile he's a man, but you call him a woman. I'm talking about Emeka, right? I want to be sure I'm getting your name very right.
Yeah,
Very well. You call
that is good.
Biden a woman, meanwhile he's a man, but you call him a woman. So it's not about the gender. That you have penis in between your legs. It's not what makes you take the right decision or take tough decisions when it needs to be made. Do you understand me? I'm a Trump supporter. Anytime, any day,
No,
I said in the previous election, they fooled a lot of the minorities. They fooled us with the PLM movement and George Floyd narrative that was so much twisted and stuff like that. We kind of lost a lot of minority votes, and I think probably there's possibility that there was some kind of manipulation. I don't know, but of course, all the establishments were against Trump.
So you
But I'm
like
happy. I'm happy that he's in the office today. I'm very happy, and I keep saying it. All the things they said about Trump, it's not true. He's been president for 4
so
years.
you don't like Kamala's
Because
wait, hold on. You don't like Kamala's this thing, her agenda or her this thing.
no,
You don't like it.
of course I detest it.
Yeah, all of
Yeah, because now
us are
because
Trump
she's a woman.
supporters.
No, it's
Yeah.
not because
Because she's a
he's a
woman.
woman. Stop saying that.
No, but
So
even if he was, listen, even if
a
he was
woman.
Biden coming out again, he was going to be the same Democrats, what do you call it, policy.
Now lie.
It's not because woman.
Now lie.
See,
Her
listen to me.
policy
Let me ask you a
because
question.
she is
All
a
the,
woman.
this gay
Abortion 9 months.
who was the first president that first pushed it? It was during
Obama,
the time of Obama that was really pushed
Obama
heavily.
is a man.
Is Obama a
excuse me,
woman?
guys. Excuse me, guys. This is why Emeka said this, because she's a woman. Women have always had this opinion that men should not be the ones still in the offices where they make decisions about their bodies. And when they say that, what they mean is they want to be able to be the one to say when to abort and when not to abort. And that is why Kamala came with from the point of view that, she said that she was going to legalize abortion all up to 9 months. What that meant is that a woman can have a child and still abort that baby. That you go to the hospital, push the baby, and kill the baby.
John, do you know the day of conversion? I want to
Brume
tell you another.
is here.
Wait,
Brume is here. I would like to give Brume some.
You can
I
take
want
me
to.
out.
I want
You
to
can bring
Okay.
me.
tell
No,
you.
No,
you don't need
you,
camera. I think you need to bring people who support.
but they're not sending
Democrats.
requests.
Let's
So
have
if everybody supports Trump,
because now
guys, if you
we
know
are
you
all
support
doing this and we are
Harris,
now fighting.
send me
You
a
know what I mean?
request.
Because now we're not fighting against ourselves as to. So let's
So,
bring the Democrats. Let me hear what they have to say.
Because I don't see any reason why anybody should support Harris. And for me, it doesn't make sense. But I am happy to bring. If you have contrary opinion, if you are not a Trump supporter, come up. Let's debate.
first
So,
and
but let's
foremost,
give Blume some time.
first and foremost, like Emeka says, she
John,
doesn't
you
have.
get what I want. I want to tell you now something.
Okay.
The day where they do convention, where Kamala Harris come accept the nomination where they give them. Do you know that day they packed abortion van in front of the convention center? No man can do that. It's only a woman.
Okay, let me stick to that. Listen. So if you say all these agendas she's pushing is because she's a woman, right? Look at the millions of women that voted for Trump. Because if it's just about the gender, that because she's a woman, then what would have seen is that then a vast majority of women should have voted for her.
Okay,
Yeah,
let me tell you.
exactly. Do you
Because
know
that's
that?
the way women think, so they should vote for her.
Yes.
No,
Do you know that?
woman,
Wait,
that is
hold
just
on.
her agenda.
Do you know that more than 80% of women that voted that woman is because of abortion? It's not even. Trump didn't say he will ban abortion. Trump said he will give them 12 months.
See,
12
yeah,
months. The woman promised, say no. Say a man no fit determine what thing go happen for woman body. Say she go knock them till 9 months.
I agree with you that a lot of women voted for her because of that. But again, you have you have millions of women who voted for Trump. That's the thing, that it is not every woman.
Please, I got this.
92% of Black American women voted for Kamala. 92%
Yeah,
of Black American women.
I got this, bro. The white women who voted for Trump.
Just let me get Drume. He will come back.
A lot of things played in favor of Trump. The white women who voted for Trump voted because he's a white man. Voted because he's a white man. We all know that. And also, the Caucasians have a better inclination to morals than black people. Because a black person,
Brume, my G, I haven't seen you for years.
What's up?
because a black person, once he make mistakes, travel out, enter Ghana, he will get accent. We want to always identify ourselves with the Caucasians. You get the Caucasians I think they have better moral values when it comes to these things that like abortion and the rest. And we all know that the problem with America is the African American societies. They have lost it in every tangent. I'm sorry to say that. They've lost it in every tangent. And that's the reason why you saw a lot of white women vote for Trump. That's the reason why you saw a lot of white women vote
I think majorly people are hungry. I think the inflation actually should. I mean, like I said, Biden, Harris 4 years, Trump 4 years. People just have to compare the times. I'm like, okay. For me personally, I believe Trump gave the world peace, more economic growth, even with COVID, But what we're having now is nothing to write home about, and that's why people will vote Trump. Brume.
Yeah, I'm just seeing one comment here, right? Somebody said that it was surprising that Hispanics voted for Trump against their own brothers on immigration, right? So I want to address one issue here, right? Is the issue of identity politics. Many people are falling into this trap of viewing people as one block. So they assume all black people should think the same way. Black
Should think the same way.
are
Yeah.
beholden to vote for the Democratic Party. All white rednecks must vote Republican. All Hispanics must vote for the Democrats because they support open borders and immigration, right? So let's address the immigration issue. The one thing that defines a sovereign nation is secure border. There's a reason why there is a border. I cannot, if I go to Niagara Falls in Canada, Niagara itself has half US, half Canada. I cannot just walk into the US. I'm going to, even though there is people pass the border every day, I get to the border, I show my passport, I give a reason why I'm going to the US, and I drive in. When I'm coming to Canada with my Canadian passport, I have to tell them why I was in the US before I cross into Canada. So the idea that people should just vote a candidate simply because they throw the borders open is very alarming to me. The reason why there's a border, you have to vet who is coming in and who is going out. Somebody from Al-Qaeda, in this instance, can fly to Mexico and just cross into the US. And that's what people are saying Hispanics should vote for. There are tons of Hispanics in the US that are legal immigrants. They came in legally. Some waited up to 10 years to get a passport in the US. And you are saying these people who came in through the front door legally should support
through the back door.
millions of people just entering through the back door. To me, it's ludicrous, right? As in, I don't understand how people don't read the data now and say, okay, perhaps we were wrong in the way we reasoned. Now, let's go to all the other issues, right? Because I've argued with tons of people, different platforms, Instagram, WhatsApp, Reddit, all over the place, right? Now, everybody keeps talking about character, right? My first comment on character, I like to go back to history. If you look at old videos, right, you're going to see videos of this same guy who is supposed to be a fascist, Hitler, misogynist. You see them together. The View, which is one of the most liberal programs today, before Trump decided to run for the presidency, the View invited him and they were kissing him on his cheek and they were hugging and they were all happy. All of a sudden,
he's suddenly misogynist. All the cases that they bring up today, that Trump did this, he did that, most of those cases happened during the time when he was their friend. The Apprentice was run on a liberal channel, not a right or Republican channel. So all of a sudden, why did it become a problem when he decided to go Republican? It's very simple, okay? Everyone at their core has principles, okay? If my principle is that I do not support abortion for no reason, there are reasons for abortion, right? There are medical reasons why people want to go and have an abortion. But if at my core I don't support like just having it randomly all over the place, especially at a time when a baby can potentially live, if at my core I don't support it, and one party does and one party doesn't, naturally I'm going to go towards the party that doesn't. If at my core I don't support decriminalizing things like shoplifting below a certain value, I don't support decriminalizing car theft and all sorts of crime and saying, hey, catch them and release them. If this party says, oh, criminals have a right to live, we have to be compassionate, with them and see reasons why they've turned to crime, and one party says, no, crime is crime. If you commit a crime, there are consequences, then I'll go to that party. If a party says, oh, there is no age below which I can teach children about sex and teach them about, sexuality and identity, and one party says, no, there is an age above which a child has, developed the reasoning faculties to determine what is right and what is wrong, and to absorb the information you're giving them and be mature enough to absorb it properly. One party says, no, kids at all ages are individuals and you can tell them anything. One party says, no, we don't care what adults do, but we have to protect our children, right? All of these principles, you look at them and say, okay, at this point, I'm going to go towards this party. And that's what has happened to many people. A lot of people who voted for Trump, if they don't like Trump, really. They don't say, oh, I love this man, right? They're like, even me, during the debates, many times I'm like, man, what is wrong with this guy? But overall, you look at the overall principles and values, and you say, okay, these principles and values I align with. Therefore, the party or the candidate, right, that espouses more of these principles is the one I go with. So you have about 75 million people that voted for Donald Trump, and about 70 million for Harris. That's like dividing the voters like right down the middle, right? So you can't tell me that every single of those 75 million people is in love with everything that Trump stands for. But overall, when they look at the big picture, Trump is not advocating for anything radical. I want secure borders. That's common sense. Nigerians don't like the fact that people just walking from Niger into Nigeria. That doesn't make us nationalist or racist. It's common sense. We don't like it. No country likes it, right? Most of Nigerians are religious and are Christians or Muslims, right? And they inherently don't support many of those values, especially of a sexual nature, from the Democrat side. So if somebody says, hey, like it's against my religious belief to support abortion or to support some certain things, right? Then obviously they go with the candidate that espouses that. Trump didn't even say he's going to ban all of those things. He's like, protect the children. His emphasis is children. I don't care about adults. You can live your lives however you want, but keep the children, keep them innocent. It's very simple, common sense. Energy. Look at countries that have had liberal governments for a long time. Canada is barely affordable. We have resources in the ground and we are not utilizing the resources. Guess what happens? When you keep yours in the ground, the demand goes elsewhere. So you say, hey, we are fighting against Russia, we are fighting against North Korea and Iran and all these countries. Guess what? If you don't drill your oil and sell it, who is going to cover the gap in the market, right?
So Canada does not drill?
Canada, man.
Germany, it was shocking. I found that Canada has oil.
Many countries have come to Canada to buy our LNG. Canada has said no. Where would they go to? Russia. So these people talk against Russia, but they support the Russian economy. Ask yourself, right? This whole war with Ukraine, all the sanctions against Russia, why are they still winning? It's because countries like Canada have refused to cover the gap that would have been created by Russian sanctions. So Russia is still selling natural gas to Europe and the countries that don't support Russia. Well, countries like Canada are exporting more coal to China, but we say we are trying to protect the climate, right? But you have increased your exports of coal to a communist country. Do you understand? So all of these things, Trump says, when I get in there, I'm going to drill, simply because the cost of energy determines the cost of a lot of things. So he's saying, look, I'm going to drill to reduce the cost of energy, to make life more affordable for Americans. The regular voter hears that and says, wow, more money in my pocket, right? During the last Trump presidency, then I was a full Democrat. I was one of those people that called Trump supporters evil, right? And I used to wonder, why are my American colleagues, why did they support Donald Trump? I couldn't understand it. Like, why? Like, you know how you're so angry that you want to even abuse them. They told me, bro, since Donald Trump came in, right? Black people have been getting more jobs. They are paying less taxes. People are buying houses. People are prospering, right? When you are not there, all you see is CNN. Oh, CNN said this, CNN said that. They are picking on everything, and every day you watch it, you are getting angrier and angrier.
I can't wait for your boss to buy CNN. I can't wait for that.
Why would somebody support this devil? But people on the ground that live there are telling you, bro, life is good. I pay less taxes, I keep more money in my pocket, and I'm happy, right? So when I moved to North America, right, and I began to understand the differences between being a Republican or conservative or whatever it's called in your country, or being a liberal or Democrat or whatever it is when you begin to understand the fundamental differences from the social angle, the economic angle, the moral angle, you begin to realize that, for me, I know there is no way on earth, right? How far left the liberals have gone economically, morally, there's no way I can be there. So where do I stand? You have to pick your battles and fight.
Yeah.
Where do I stand? You cannot say, I don't support this, right? But I support this candidate just because she's a woman or she's black. Now let's talk about the two candidates, right? Now, we began to follow the US election from the primaries. We saw Chris Christie, we saw Nikki Haley, we saw Ron DeSantis, we saw Vivek Ramaswamy and Donald Trump battle for the ticket. They had to fight for the ticket. It wasn't given to anybody. They had to fight. At some point, Chris Christie dropped out. DeSantis could not make it. It was the final battle was between Nikki Haley and Trump won. And all of them said, okay, we support you. Like, you deserve, you fight for the ticket. On the other hand, we had Biden. Of course, in 2020, he ran alongside people like Tulsi Gabbard and Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris got zero. No, she could not convince one delegate to vote for her. Not one. She had 0 votes in the primary. 0. Right?
It fell on her laps.
0. During the debates, right? People like her Organa called her a radical. And then when he won the ticket, he promised, I will choose a woman of color as my running mate. And then he picks Kamala Harris. Talking about woman of color, she is a woman of color, right? Her melanin comes from India, not from Africa. I encourage everyone to go and watch Candace Owens' investigative series on that. Kamala Harris there's no black person in that family tree, not even one. The picture that she took in her book, visiting Grandma Beryl has been proven to not be her grandmother. So her dad, when he wrote about his history, said he did not know the roots of his own grandmother. So there is a lot of cover up in that, this is what people are calling political blackface. Anyway, let's leave that aside, right? But he said he was going to pick a woman of color. That's how she came into the race. Before she was selected as the candidate, right? The same liberal media, CNN, MSNBC, you can go into YouTube and check. She was known as the VP with the worst approval ratings in history. The portfolios she was given, right? The border. She denies being I'm not the borders are. Your tweet is still there. She didn't even delete it, saying, I'm pleased I'm privileged to have been given the southern border wanting to manage, right? I remember a famous interview where they asked her, "Have you been to the border?" She hasn't visited the border. She never went there during all of that time. In fact, the moment they came into power, right, they signed about 12 executive orders to wipe Donald Trump's border policies. Then they keep blaming the whole thing on, oh, there is this bill that Donald Trump called Republicans not to sign. They didn't sign the bill because in that bill, there was $600 million to be sent to Ukraine. What does Ukraine have to do with the southern border? Republicans don't take nonsense. Like, if it's a border bill, keep it straight, right? Democrats have a knack of hiding things under bills. If you look at, for example, what they call the Economic Recovery Act or Inflation Reduction Act. Inflation reduction was the Green New Deal repackaged. So they have a knack of packaging things under, So when they try to blame stuff on Donald Trump, look, in your first few days in office, you repealed all of his policies. Remain in Mexico, DNA testing of
I
kids.
remember that,
But
yes.
now you blame everything on him, right? So at the end of the day, right, people that are watching, people remember stuff. At some point, you said everything was okay, economy was great, Bidenomics is working. Now you are saying turn a new page. From what? You are the vice president. You are saying, I will do this for black people. In your 3.5 years of being there, you never once mentioned that I'm fighting, but nobody is fighting with me, So all of a sudden, because of an election, you begin to say these things, but people can see, but you've been there all this time. And you said that you will do nothing different, right? So at the end of the day, right, all of the arguments that, people that supported Trump are misogynist or sexist or can't bear to see a woman as the president or cultists, like all of those things, right, is kind of an insult to, common sense, because we can see clearly. And funny thing, right, I want people to just start watching, all the post-election analysis on CNN, MSNBC. They're now beginning to slowly admit, what if we made mistakes?
They don't have an option. They don't have an option. I saw the tweet from Meta. I saw the tweet from Elon Musk. Not Elon Musk. What's his name again? Jeff Bezos. Bill Gates. All of them. Congratulations to the parties that will work together. You don't have an option.
Exactly.
Have you had the news
Meta have been censoring me. I will post things. They will. Every time I post, I have to delete because they keep flagging it. Immediately I posted about Trump. Go and ask Everest. The same thing happened to him. Immediately he posted. They banned him from coming live. Meta. What that? I don't know what Trump will do. If I have my way, I will tell Trump to ban Facebook. They made him go and open tweet. Now it was because of the anger. That's why Elon Musk bought Twitter so that will bring Trump back.
I want to make one final point, right? And it's this idea that this guy is a fascist, is like Hitler. Before you repeat words, right? Just Google what is the meaning of fascist. What is the meaning of misogynist? Who was Adolf Hitler, right? Before you begin to Google them, right? COVID was an opportunity for somebody who was hungry for power to hold on to it, to trap people, to keep them locked down, to impose draconian rules. But he didn't. He said states have the freedom to do whatever they want to do. So the reactions were different across different states. It's like, people need to, when they hear something, right, try and balance. I watch news from CNN, MSNBC, Fox. I read articles from ground news and all sorts of sources, right? Because at this point, I know everybody has an agenda. Even the right has agenda. Everybody has an agenda. So you don't want to cut in between people's agenda. You want to try and find out what is the truth, right? Read data. If somebody says that, violent crime has reduced, Google and check what are the statistics. Has violent crime reduced or increased? If somebody says that, the border is secure, Google how many encounters have there been at the border? Try and get the information for yourself and try to make informed decisions, right? Personally, I don't like the fact that politics has divided people so badly now, such that it's like there is a deep hatred between people that support Democrats and Republicans. The amount of hatred that exists between these people now is unimaginable. And it's unfortunate because liberals and Democrats are and Republicans are neighbors, are friends. Their kids go to the same schools. They are colleagues in the office. So why the deep hatred and fighting, right? I know people like to say that, oh, this person, is hateful. Think about it, right? In this whole campaign, who called who garbage? Who called who deplorables? Who called who sexist? Who called who misogynist? It was like a one-way attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, when you attack a person, you push him to the wall, he has to fight back. But it was like constant. It's like if you are senseless, you are uneducated, you are illiterate, you don't know what you are doing if you are supporting this person, right? And to me, all of that was unnecessary, right? So I would really, up till tomorrow, right? I've not heard anybody articulate and say, look, this is the reason why I supported the Democrats, apart from she's black, she's a woman, right? From a policy point of view, what did she promise?
At this point, Brume, I've never seen anybody more articulated in terms of the delivery, in terms of the submission. You've done really well. And this is why I said on another person's live the other day, I said, I voted Brexit because I knew that the influx of people, because it is, if you talk about the biggest economy in Europe, you talk about UK, Germany, France. So other smaller countries come to these countries, So when I voted Brexit, the point was, if we stop Brexit, then it will give more opportunities to Nigerians, and that's exactly what happened. Now, the same thing applies to America, right? If we stop the inflow of people by foot, which are the border countries, and which is what Trump wants to do, then we can give more opportunities to educated Nigerians, which Nigerians make up the highest percentage of foreigners that are educated in America. For these people to do what? To get green card, similar to what Canada is doing. You finish school, you can get permanent, you get PR, right?
Yeah.
So I don't understand why Nigerians can't see who actually is fighting for them. They rather see who makes them feel good. Oh,
Yeah.
you can get visa. Oh, that's not the
So
point.
let me tell you something about this visa thing, right? Because somebody says, oh, stop calling Trump a Christian. Yes, the party has some Christian values, but not him. Principled one, Trump is a Christian, okay? Trump is a Christian. Okay, should we stop calling your, I don't want to call names, right? Your rapist pastor in Abuja, is that a Christian? Or your pastors that have private jets and have bodyguards and drive limousines that have universities that people cannot have, are those Christians? So when people say stop calling Trump a Christian, what is Christianity? How many pure Christians do you know? How many
somebody even said on this
Christians?
live that
How many politicians are Christians?
that is not that on moral grounds he will not count Trump. I think it was Kid that said it. He will not count Trump on moral grounds. So what Trump is preaching is not moral. So what Democrats are preaching is moral. Let me tell us something, right? Just give me a few minutes, Brume.
Yeah.
You see, there's a difference between a typical politician and Trump. Trump is a businessman. Trump is like Putin. If they don't like you, they'll tell you they don't like you. They will tell you, carry your this thing, go to your country. If you come here, I will kill you straight. I like that. You see, once you move out of Nigeria and come to world politics, it is based on ideologies and not all this PDAPC that we do in Nigeria. So simple to the point kind of people. That is Trump for you. I don't like you. He will call you Chinese virus. If you don't like it, that is your problem. But when it comes to action, you will see he stepped foot in North Korea. He brought peace to the world. He recognized what do you call it? He brought the capital, the embassy of America in Israel to Jerusalem. So we need to understand these things. Yes, sometimes he might speak things a bit too harsh and everything. But you see, Obama will speak the nicest of English, try to lie to his teeth with straight face and talk to you as a typical politician. Odira. Just like when they do campaign and lie to you.
Not Obama, the entire Democrat, all of them are like that.
When all they get into power, what do they do? Force this thing on us. And Africa is saying, no, we don't want it. Give us what we want. Immediately, they stopped us getting foreign aid. We couldn't get ammunition. Go and listen to Goodluck. Goodluck was literally crying, saying that he had to be going to black market. The whole president of Nigeria was going to black market to buy weapons to fight Boko Haram. Who stops him from getting weapons? Obama, our person. He looks like us. Let's leave all this sentiment. Let's leave all this sentiment. I'd rather you tell me you don't like me to my face.
And we all want America to give us easy access, free visa. Do you know that America, yesterday I was discussing it on another live. Do you know that Nigeria, if you marry, you cannot, Oyibo woman cannot get Nigerian passport. There are some countries that even if you marry, like UAE, you cannot become an Emirati because of
never
marriage.
become an Emirati. You can't. You can never.
So at the end of the day, why do we want to force other people to do what we don't do for other countries? So you have to accept Trump has to do what is right for Americans.
Let me ask you a
what
question.
is right for the British.
Let me ask you one question. Have you seen the so you know how America tracks how many visas that they give to foreign nationals, right, over the years, right? Have you seen that document? Have you seen those statistics?
No.
So during Trump's tenure, right, the average number of visas granted to Nigerians in the Nigerian embassy in Nigeria rose from about 4,600 to over 8,000, doubled during Trump's tenure. During that time, during Trump's term, right, I had my son in the US. We applied for American visa. We got it. The reason was clearly stated: to go and give birth. Both myself and my wife in the same Trump tenure. So when people say that Trump does not like people coming to the US, no, Trump is not an American consulate.
You live in America now. You don't live in Canada anymore.
No, I live in Canada, but this is I'm talking about 2017, 2018.
Okay,
right?
Okay.
So when people were saying that they're not giving visas, right? Not really. They were denying more because there were more applications of people trying to move to the US, right? But in that same time, the amount of American visas given to Nigerians was way more than what Obama gave to Nigerians. But we don't know because we're not looking at data. We're looking at them say, oh, Trump hates immigrants. You just take that, but look at the data. That guy gave more legal visas during his time. Legal immigration went up than Obama.
And even they said during Trump, Nigerian government now says during Trump, not Nigerian government, Nigerian metric. He says that during Trump, US gave gave Nigeria more money than during Obama.
Yes.
So people don't know the basics. They just hate because it's popular opinion. Because they see socialites and all these what do you call it, celebrities. I saw the Cardi B. I'm a changed person. I said to her, let that change remain permanent. Don't go and start working and be doing rubbish again.
Cardi B, we no fit speak from where they read from phone.
You know, the thing is, the world. I really don't understand what's going on in the world. But at some point, I thought they were winning. I mean, the far left. The far left. I thought they were winning.
Me too. I thought they were winning too.
I lost it when I saw people advocating for abortion all up to 9 months. I lost it when I saw where people advocating for I don't want to call the name forceful someone forcefully entering a woman. Sorry. When people advocating for consent to be withdrawn, that a woman should be able to withdraw consent even after the act. That means I see woman and I'm like ourselves. We're not finished. After I will not finish. You wake up telling me she don't withdraw consent. You get it? So I thought they were actually winning, but when I saw Trump on the ballot, I knew there was hope. And he didn't need to say a lot. Just him winning the election said a lot. The stock market rose. The stock market rose. You will see Hamas, almighty Hamas. They were saying, we are not ceasing fire, we're not ceasing fire.
Because immediately America has deployed more troops. They know what is coming.
The Kingdom of Qatar told Hamas as of yesterday that you are no longer welcome in Doha.
Immediately.
So you see that the boss have arrived.
I made money.
It's in his body language.
See.
It's in body language. And when you see people like Elon Musk come all out here, I think it was one of the biggest donors to Trump's campaign.
$10 million. No be joke. No be my mind.
Elon Musk is doing it It's personal to him. You know his son.
And people don't know that Elon Musk is African. Elon Musk is from South Africa.
He's from South
16
Africa,
good years or 17 years of his life.
But you know his son is trans, right?
Yeah, that's what he said. Somebody was making joke to him because his son said he was going to leave, and then somebody said, "Oh, you know, what are you going to do to her?" And he said, they killed my son. Wokeness
Yeah.
killed my son.
He said,
So he is personal to him.
he personally declared that child dead.
The
So
same thing is happening to Jack Chan. The same thing is happening to a few people. When you are in that situation, you don't want a society that is helping your children, go against your values. The worst part is that even here in the UK, you are not even allowed. You are not allowed to teach your own children otherwise. You are not allowed.
who be this lady Mado? I talk a woman. But before I call woman, you don't be like the custom. It talks a woman.
I beg, leave my Lily. Leave Lilian. Please, if anybody supports Harris, you can come up and let's have a debate.
John, do you know what Trump did today?
What?
The Democrats donated $1 billion for this woman to contest. The woman spent the money finished. They owe $20 million.
Extra.
Trump don't offer to pay that distance in Twitter.
Make it no pay. Make it no pay. Shall they get money? Make it no pay.
In right for the tweet say the situation where they now say that they fight how they will carry pay the balance of money way for the campaign. Say he's going to help them. See, I understand your position, making no help them, but it won't show them say him a big boy. Like nobody say
I beg, may no help them. Big boy waiting. May no help them.
It won't show them say him na boss.
Share they want proof to us. Say fear catch me at some point. Immediately Harris begin get that money. It was all over the news. In 1 month, I'll be less than how many weeks, they raised how many. I was like, yeah. They wanted to intimidate this guy. Attacked his life many times. Now God, they push Trump, they go.
See, my brother,
now, God, they push Trump. Trump don't even know what's in the back him up because normally for me, if you shoot me, say bullets pass my ear. I don't do again. I don't do again. If not me, bullets. It's just the sound of bullets pass your ear. Talk more say it scratch you. I know they do again. But that guy, God told him, say you must stay.
Because let me tell you something.
The thing where they happen to America don't too much. If you want to don't too much.
If you want to get right information about what is happening in America, you go to X. See, there has never been a day where I fear. Anybody where they follow my story for Instagram, no say like at the post. There was never been a fear. They post the original thing where they happen for X. I know say Trump will smash it before even win. Go and check my post 2 hours before Trump win. I'd already post Trump smash this beach. Like I don't know, say like Trump done the fuck him up for the poll. Trump was fucking her
language.
Trump did not just win as a president. He took the Senate with him. He took the
House of Rep.
He took the House with him. He won the popular vote. Like yesterday,
majority vote.
5 million. He's winning the popular vote. The election, they never can't have finished like 5 million. Like he sweat everywhere. Trump sweat everywhere. Now, boss hit that woman. Boss, boss now hit her.
They couldn't believe it. Now you don't see the video where they cry. They were crying. I can't believe it. Because they think they have rights. Other people don't get rights. Rishi Sunak, when Rishi Sunak was Prime Minister of UK, he go talk and say, let's stop this madness. Men are men, women are women. They come out the guy.
Yes, so now.
These people have power. Powers that...
Wait. That Indian Prime Minister would have been get.
As they talk, no longer the guy.
Was that why they removed him?
They're not going to tell you why, but you dare not question those people. Once you they go deal with you.
No,
so imagine what they are doing to Trump. If not be say Which kind threat we say they attack your life? Threat is it not 4 times? It was 4 times they attacked you.
You know, say that force is becoming very big in Nigeria.
Of course, now they don't take over Nigeria now.
They're becoming very big in Nigeria, and that is why I tell
They,
them
they, have, they have taken over
I
Nigeria.
tell them
We no go let that
I
happen.
tell them bluntly, you guys are confused, foolish individuals. You get the time when one come for Instagram. That's auntie. All this way the mumu. If you see me in real life, I go pound you, I go beat you if you talk to me anyhow. I know they fear, I know they talk me, I know they
I beg, John, censor.
let me tell you something. I have one fundamental belief, and my fundamental slogan is it is humanity and not womanity. There are only 3 women in my life: my sisters, my mother, and my wife. Every other woman in this world is an individual, just like you or Dara.
Second wife, third wife,
My wife.
those things. Okay,
My wife.
thank you.
You get every other woman is an individual, just like you. I find it
Emeka.
I find it distasteful when I see men.
I thought you said Trump made you to repent. I thought you're giving your life to Christ.
When I see men who say don't hit a woman, but they just slap their gate. But they just slap their gate man.
I didn't give my life to Christ, but like I think I like Christianity now.
Do you understand?
I like
Christianity now. People don't know what Christianity does.
I have not
Christianity is
don't
moral.
take me to Christianity. This is not Christianity. I'm telling you that you people need to stop this nonsense about woman. No, it's not woman. It's human. If you should not hit a woman, you should not hit a man. It is,
of course,
humanity.
Don't hit anybody.
Not humanity. Don't come and tell me that I cannot hit a woman. No, say I cannot hit a human being. Don't tell me, oh, you say you can hit a woman. No, I'm saying I cannot hit a human being. If I would
I cannot hit anybody.
if a man hurts me to the point that I'll hit him, if it was a woman that is in that position, I'll do exactly the same thing. The only exception, the only exception is if there are the women in my life, my sisters, my daughter, my mother, and my wife. That is why if I go into a place and a woman is standing and I'm sitting, you go stand tire. I will never give up my seat for anybody, except you are sick or you're incapacitated.
Or you are pregnant.
A pregnant person is incapacitated. Pregnant person is sick. Don't you know? Pregnancy.
So we don't have anybody, because all these people that come to my inbox and be disturbing me. If you know you support Harris, come, let's have this conversation now. It's like everybody support Trump all of a sudden.
I don't think that anybody, for example, Tunde Ebnot, I don't like that guy. He's pushing people towards Kamala Harris. Go vote for Kamala.
Somebody said something that was funny. Somebody said anybody waiting the support, no, they win. No, I like Tunde. The truth is that even in the obedient movement, right, you can see that this thing is causing an issue. Brume is obedient, Josie is obedient, all of us here are obedient. But the thing is, there are some people that their values, does not align somehow with Trump. They want Harris.
If you say Peter B come out to please support Kamala Harris, I'll stop supporting him.
Okay, but John, did you hear that news that his son might be? So what if he comes now and say he supports Alphabet? Peter B's son.
No, it's not true.
It's not true. Okay.
I know his son personally.
Okay.
But the man, no, he's not even near.
Okay.
No.
Okay, because I was wondering if Peter B. Because again, John, let me ask you this question. Say, for example, Peter B is watching Obedience like us now that are supporting Trump. What do you think Peter B, in terms of policy-wise, gearing up to 2027 election? Because you can see that Trump made a gain He didn't win majority vote, but now he swept majority vote. Of course, Biden also helped him in that because Biden policy was all flops, you know. What do you think Peter Obi should learn from Trump that he can use in the next election, policy-wise or anything?
Bros, what he should learn from Trump is to understand that America is not Nigeria. The only thing you should learn is how to snatch ballot box like them. That's the only way you can win Nigerian elections. Policies don't win elections in Nigeria. I'm sorry to say this, but policies don't win elections in Nigeria.
But you know that is against his fundamental core. He can't do it as a person.
It's against his fundamental core.
Maybe he can get a vice that can do that, but him himself
And if
wouldn't do
it's
that.
against his fundamental core, then let's just leave the Nigerian nation to rot. Let's just leave the Nigerian nation.
Give, can you come up?
If you're not ready to play it tough as it should be, I'm sorry. There's nothing. As in,
Do you think Obi has a chance when T-Pain? Let's actually talk about this. Let's talk about this. I had a conversation with my uncle in America today, and we discussed a little bit about this. He gave me an insight. He said there are 3 people or 4 people that is holding the North: El-Rufai, Alin Dume, Atiku, Kwankwaso. He said if any of these 4 people can be Peter Obi's vice, Tinubu is in trouble.
Okay. Yes. Tinubu is in trouble whether they are his vice or whether they are not. See, if Peter Obi runs an Igbo ticket, Tinubu is still in trouble. But the problem is
I don't think so.
Bro,
I don't think so.
Bro, I'm telling you categorically.
No one region can win Nigeria.
Odera, you have not been in Nigeria like I have been. Odera, in the streets of Nigeria, nobody wants to hear that name, Tinubu. Regardless, I'm saying, if Tinubu is in problem, is INEC in problem? That's the problem. That's the issue. Tinubu might not win this election, but who will INEC pronounce as the president? That's just a problem. Tinubu will not.
Depend on your vote.
On a fair ground, the northern Nigeria will not vote for him again.
Baba, I dey follow outside room. Outside room, I see people they post say that Peter Obi, they can never vote for Peter Obi. That even if Tinubu come out again, instead of they go vote for Peter Obi, they go vote for Tinubu again.
That's not true.
Go to outside room, John. Go to outside room and read comments.
Bro, some places you go to, maybe they go to APC forum. You will see such statements. But if you go to the streets of the north, the average northern, when Nigeria was good, could not feed. Now they are dying. They are dying. So the thing is, Peter Obi should focus on what to do about INEC.
He can't do nothing. Yakubu Mahmoud is still there flexing his muscle. He doesn't care.
I know he cannot. He can do something.
The thing, the most annoying thing in all this is that Tinubu is such a master strategist. That's why I told my uncle. I said the dude is infuriating Abia State with this deputy guy, Carlo. He tried Anambra State with Ifeanyi. May his soul rest in peace. He's in Kwankwaso's. So the governor of Kanu now, I don't know if you know, there's a fracas between him and Kwankwaso. So Tinubu is a strategist that he's already planning and positioning for 2027. He has his men everywhere.
He's planning and positioning for 2027, but there are states you cannot plan with. You see Anambra, Abia. Those states will never tilt towards him. Will never tilt towards him.
But I
Kanu.
don't know what they talk. Soludo is a strong supporter of Tinubu.
Bro, stay with me. Soludo was also a strong supporter of Tinubu when Peter Obi won 98% votes in Anambra State. Soludo was also strong supporter of Tinubu when it to be one
You
Nigeria.
know, this local government autonomy thing that he did was to do something. He's trying to do something. He wants to use them as structure.
Bro. I am telling you of the states where the people hold the states and not the state governor. There are states like that in Nigeria. Anambra is one, Abia is one, Kanu is another. If he's thinking that he will win Konkoso in Kanu, he's joking.
He's destabilized. Also, he's being destabilized. They're entering. Look at what they've done to the Labour Party.
Bro, you don't know what they call the Kwakwasai movement. If he's thinking, if Tinubu has the wet dream that he will win Kwankwaso in Kano, it's impossible.
John, are you aware with what is happening with local government autonomy in Kano?
Oh, guy, if you like, give local government all the autonomy in the world.
They have their own allocation. They have their own money different.
Do with the allocation when the people want to speak? I'm telling you,
that's the structure. That's the structure. They can convince people with money.
Oh, guys, no, there's nothing like structure. There's nothing like structure. If you come to Anambra State, bro, if you know the amount of money that entered Anambra State in the last election for APC, you know that it's not about money. You're talking about structure. You're talking about states where even PDP, even APC members will tell you a presidency, vote for. And you're talking about structure. You see, you know, in Anambra, all the president generals of all the states, all the communities in Anambra had a meeting. We will do like this here, we'll do like that here. So your structure is not going to work in those states. Your structure is not going to work in those states. The states you cannot toy with are Anambra, Abia, Kano, Abuja. Abuja, similarly. No, Lagos is a state now. Lagos, all they have to do in Lagos is to come out.
No, Lagos was not an easy one for him. He lost Lagos.
Yes, but all they have to do in Lagos, but all they have to do in Lagos is to come out and say that one evil woman insulted above Lagos, and that's it. They will have it. See who is saying that him giving Bianca? No, Bianca is not a political force in Anambra State. We don't even know her.
I made the same point to my uncle. I said, listen, Tinubu is so smart. He gave the wife of Ojukwu a position. That was very strategic.
Bianca is not Ojukwu's wife.
Because
bro, you guys should stop insulting us. Bianca is not Ojukwu's wife. Bianca is Ojukwu's concubine. People should stop that. If she was Ojukwu's wife, she would respect Ojukwu's value even at death.
Meaning, he shouldn't take the position. She has been in position before as an ambassador.
Let me tell you who a wife is. Do you know who a wife is? Mandela's wife. That is who a wife is. Even while he was in prison, she maintained his values. Even when he came out of prison and changed those values that took him to prison, she told him, "Oh God, this is not what me and you said. Oh, it's not the agreement. Not after all."
John, Ojukwu married her. I don't know what you are saying. There was a wedding.
Who could have married her? Yes, but the wife we recognize is his first wife.
Guys, this is where I call it a wrap. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, we didn't have anybody from Harry's side. So I take it that we Africans, Nigerians, Obidients, we understand very well that Trump is best for us.
Talking about politics, we are going to call Bianca, Anambra State. Bianca,
where's slap person? I'm all land of Igbo land. You know not who Bianca is? Who know the Melgu?
Make she can't slap again. Slap again.
No,
Bianca.
No, don't underrate our mother, please.
She's not my mother. She's not my mother. She cannot be the mother of Anambra State.
Gift said if nothing is done about this continuous increase in the price of goods and services, my dear, our party getting this ticket go hard. It's like, you know, Sabi Nigerians. It's two people not in power when they did which election for Bini. They plan on Dona. Is APC still not winning? I beg you.
Like I told
No, with
you.
Nigeria.
Like I told you.
They know these guys very well. They know how to play the game. They are testing the templates.
All those
Labour Party lost in all the by-elections since the general election. So what are you going to say?
all those things you are saying, like I told you earlier, they are not conducting elections. What they are doing is they are writing results.
Exactly, which we know that will happen again. That's what I'm saying. So it's not about whether the country is good or bad. Nigerians not have a choice.
That was why I told you that the only way Peter Obi will be in this election and make an impact is
if you follow Ken Okonkwo's advice. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, John. I appreciate everybody. Brume, Josie, Emeka, Omalinze, thank you so much for this section. I hope this settles it. We've established the point. We're happy for Trump. Let things benefit because it's getting to a point.
Before you go, please, don't you ever refer to Bianca when you're talking about Ojukwu. When we're talking about a man,
her name is actually Bianca Ojukwu. Yes. She has not changed name.
We're talking about a man and the values he have. We're talking about the person who stood with him in times of when he was down. Ojukwu's first wife stood with that man through thick and thin.
I don't even know Ojukwu's first wife's name.
What's her name again?
Odogu Mikolo. Okay, let's bring you on. I was planning on leaving, but let's hear you.
Grace. Her first wife's name is Grace.
Grace. Yes. She's still alive?
Right, I think she's late.
Is she late? Okay. I don't even know her.
Her children are the recognized heirs of the Ojukwu family now.
Bianca Moromo now. Somebody say even Ojukwu will collect a position.
They don't know who he is.
But he vied for election under Africa anyway. He vied for presidency under Africa.
Presidency. And you think after he lost that presidency, you think they did not offer him positions? You think they did not offer him positions?
So he shouldn't have taken it.
He cannot be taking positions from people who demonize the region that your husband single-handedly went to war for.
You know when he was running, it was Peter Obi that was his running mate then. I saw them in Onitsha then as a young boy. One of the times they were doing their campaign, they were passing. I saw, Ojukwu and Peter Obi there, and after that, Peter Obi run under Apgas governor. I don't know if it was before or after, but anyway, Odogu Mikolo is not coming up, so we're going to call it a day. I've tried. I think I've done way over 2 hours. Thank you, John. Let's hope that Trump will be.
Trump is going to bring world peace.
At least speak up for, because these Democrats, they are the first to go and accept Tinubu's presidency. They are the first. They don't know what they are doing with Odogu Mikolo, but I am sending you requests now. You are not accepting, or send requests. I mean, you don't know how to use Instagram. Send requests. Let me accept. I'm bringing you, and it's not working. If you can't do it, you can leave and come back. So I don't think Democrats mean well for us. The only thing that Nigerians do, I don't know what makes them think Biden is good in the first place for them. They snubbed Nigeria and went to other African countries. Obama didn't even come to Nigeria. So what's the point? The request isn't going through from my end. Okay. I think it's Instagram hitches. I can't help beyond.
Maybe you cannot send requests. The people can't send requests again. I think your live don't hang.
It says no one can send requests.
Maybe the live don't hang.
It don't hang, I think. Yeah. Maybe it don't hang.
Oh well.
All right. Anyway, we'll call it a wrap. Maybe next time. Yeah.
All right.
Oga John, thank you so
All right,
much.
Baba.
Blessings. Thank you, guys.